Should be live. Finn, check the gate. Let me know. Looks like we're live. All right, we are live. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another D&D Wildemount Campaign. Excuse me. I'm your host, the most, Ranger J, 1999. Welcome you guys here. And, yeah, hope everyone's having a good Saturday, day of Saturn. And if you're new, we're here to play some Dungeons and Dragons. Been a couple weeks. We've had some stuff going on. We've been doing the charity stuff and other things, but we're back. We're going to play for some hours tonight and have some fun. Yeah.
Oh, snap. Hold on, Ranger. We just got a subscription to Tier 1 by Ranger J 1999.
It's just updated that it just renewed.
Thanks, Ranger.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ranger. We appreciate it.
Killer.
All right, no sense. All right, as you can see, I'm your host of the most, Ranger J 1999. I will be your dungeon master for tonight. And joining me, we've got the crew. We got Johnny, we got Grim, we've got Finn, we've got Bad Rongo, we got the lovely Christy, not Paul. We've got Jasa, we got Gara, and we've got Corinthian down there. So, as soon as we start, I'll let everybody introduce their characters real quick so you guys can get reacquainted with who they're playing, which we'll do here in a moment. Finn, do we have any news and announcements or anything like that?
So tomorrow, be on the lookout for some additional streams on Twitch because it is our own Dromzel, aka Grimm's birthday tomorrow. So we're going to be doing some extra streaming during the afternoon. So everybody, happy birthday to Grimm!
Happy birthday!
He turns a very young 87 years old. Looks great for his age.
Happy
Doesn't look any older than 84.
Mr. President.
So be on the lookout for that tomorrow. And then, just be looking for some streams. And again, announcement for the charity campaign, by the way, we are still raising money for the American Cancer Society. We have the fundraiser still going. But our next big stream is going to be on Halloween. We're going to have 2 streams on Halloween. The first one is going to be a Magic the Gathering tournament that is going to be hosted by Loki. If you guys are interested in playing said tournament, head to the Tiltify page. The bot is going to be putting it up, the link every so often. You can also do !Tiltify to get the link to go there. You can, for a $20 donation to the ACS through the specific reward listed on the Tiltify page, you can get an entry into that tournament and play on Halloween. So Loki will be hosting that tournament. All the rules and everything are there, as well as on the RSG website. Surprisingly, I updated the RSG website. So realityskewedgamers.com, it is still under construction, but if you go to the streams link up at the top, you will see the next stream is the Magic the Gathering one, and I finally updated it. Hooray, I did something other than doing nothing. So there you go. And so there's that announcement. And hey, what?
After, what is it, 2.5 years, the website is still under construction?
It's still under
in early
construction.
access. There we go.
Yes, it is. It's still under construction. Leave me alone, all of you. Just awful, all of you. Okay.
Hey, I would be lax in my duties if I didn't give you a hard time, Finn.
I know. And you're the birthday boy, so you can say that kind of stuff and get away with it right now. So yeah.
Not with
Give a
me.
shout out.
I offered to help you with
We had a
that.
7-month sub.
Yeah.
No shout out for the 7-month sub grid.
Bad Rongo, thank you for the 7.
Oh, give the pose, Bad Rongo. Let's see the thumbs up. Do it.
Hey!
Hey!
Thank you, Bad
Hey!
Son of a bitch.
Thanks for the sub. Woo!
Yes. Thank you, Bad Rongo, for the sub.
Thank you, Bad
I wish I
It
knew
must
Rongo.
have been when
better.
I was refreshing the page.
You are very nice.
But thank you, Bad Rongo. So yeah,
Definitely.
so that's all the stuff we have kind of coming up over the rest of this month. I can also tell you guys that there's been some updates I've been working on in terms of videos. So if you guys are not, make sure you are following us on our YouTube page. It's subscribing over there, but it's exclamation YouTube in the chat. Make sure you're there. We're going to start making out some more videos, not only on Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes and State of Survival. We're also going to start putting together some highlight clips from the streams that we have during the week. So make sure that you guys are on YouTube if you're not already and subbed over there. So yeah, those are the announcements.
All right. I think that covers everything. So just checking a couple things here. Looks good. Looks good. All right. I think we're ready to rock and roll. Hey, everybody in chat. Do you want to talk about? Are we doing the interaction thing on Twitch with the chat and stuff? Finn?
Oh yeah, the
You're
D&D
muted, Finn.
Beyond extension.
So we are again doing Dungeons and Dragons on Twitch, and Twitch does have the Dungeons and Dragons D&D Beyond extension on it, which is where we have our character sheets. So by having the extension open on your computer, you can go over and open that, and you'll be able to see all of our character sheets. So you guys have access to all of that as we continue to play. So make sure you guys take advantage of that. Check out our character sheet. I'm actually right now, since last time she was just being introduced, just letting you know I am officially turning on Miss Critty's character sheet. I'm doing that right now. It's going to be officially available for you guys to see her character as she is now traveling with us. As Ranger will give kind of a summary as to where we are.
The hell if I'm doing that. All right.
Okay. So yeah, there. Yeah. So maybe you won't get a summary.
You missed it there, Ranger. You should have said, you look at your map. You see a "You are here" arrow. There you go.
And
that's where you are.
So her character sheet is now officially active. So you guys should be able to see that with the D&D Beyond extension. So
and how do we activate that extension?
So on the PC, it's automatically activated when you highlight over the video. From the right side, you should have a little pop-up bar that has like a B, and on the left side, all of the characters should appear just by highlighting over the video. Refresh one time, and then you should see the D&D Beyond extension. It should be there. You should see a B.
There it is.
Got your perfect warlock.
And you'll see all of our character sheets.
Build an extension. Oh, there they are.
Yeah.
But I need
so you guys can see all of our character sheets and live and kind of follow
disorganized.
There you go.
And if you order now, you'll get a free toaster.
Open your webpage. You've heard about it.
Way beyond our limits.
That's true. We can't even afford to keep Rangers.
Yeah, we can't keep our toasters going to keep our internet going. Why the hell would we give away one? Our toasters are always breaking and everything. I mean, it's not good. All right. So yeah.
Speaking of the toaster, I'll probably be working on that bitch tomorrow with corn for a long time. So probably.
Don't stick a fork in it.
That explains a lot. But I'm possibly, because of the many hours and stuff that we'll be doing tomorrow, I probably won't have a D&D stream tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. But we got a lot of stuff to fix on this piece of crap. It's not working the way I wanted. It's a wonderful machine that Corinth built, but it's being a piece of crap because it's not doing what I want.
Well, I mean, I told you not to let Finn use it. He was on Pornhub for 24 hours.
That's true. He gave it the Rona. All right,
I don't know what's wrong with.
Anyway, moving on from that. Don't even try,
talking
Finn.
To Bad Rongo, 24
I said no, and I mean no. I'll start killing characters right now. I do not give a shit. All right, let's do the intro. So everybody mute yourself, and then let's rock and roll. Here we go. And apparently the intro doesn't want to play, Finn. Son of a bitch. Really? I don't know. Intro? Let me try it again. Alright, let's try it again. I got it. It's working. Shh, shh, shh. Welcome back.
Oh, luckily,
Hi.
none of that came through on the intro.
Yeah, I know. We have it set up so it doesn't come through. It's fine. We're fine. We're good. We're good.
And now roll 20's not working. Oh my god. Apparently roll 20 doesn't want to load. Son of a... Hold on. Why aren't you loading? There we go. Jesus Christ.
I cast a fin on your CPU.
Bad Rongo. Oh my god. That's not in the cards. Please God, no. There we go.
Technical
Wait,
exercise.
The power of Bill Gates compels you. The power of Bill Gates compels you.
the map is all wonky. Like,
Oh my god, if the power of Steve Jobs compels you and he's dead, that's just going to be like even worse.
Maybe Jobs is the one that Bill Gates is exercising.
Oh my god, that's going to be the hate we chase down in Phasmophobia. We're going to be
I was about to
chasing
say,
down
maybe
Steve
if-
Jobs hate.
Maybe April 1st they'll do an April Fool's joke where all the Phasmophobia hates have black what are they called? Turtlenecks.
Oh my god. All right. I think we're good. We're good? Ranger, we're good?
yeah, I'm trying to
Good.
get the music working and I'm not hearing anything.
Okay, we're good.
No,
Good.
hold on.
We should have switched to
Good.
Linux.
Line X.
Is that like Linux?
Is
I
that
thought
the
Line
one
X-
with the penguin?
Why do we need a kid with a security blanket?
Oh my lord.
The sad part is, I know Johnny is joking, but based on some of the
Are
other
you
technical
sure?
stuff, that's the problem. That's the exact problem.
Oh, holy cow, that's loud.
Oh god, we're dead.
Was that the death music?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
dead.
Ranger's dead.
It's the death look
Yeah.
from Ranger.
I saw the death look. I was trying to bring levity.
Thank you.
We're straight up dead.
My apologies.
All right. Well, since the music doesn't want to work, let's try and...
I don't know. It worked pretty good for me. It practically blew me out of my chair. It was so loud.
I can't
The
hear-
RCA
I can't
commercial?
hear- I can't hear
know.
anything.
It was there, now it's not.
What a shitty site. Good job, Roll20, for making stuff work. I mean, that's fantastic.
I was
man.
hearing it before when it was loud. I was just turning down the volume. Yeah, I heard
Vince.
music too. It was loud.
Finn says, Steve Jobs, Steve Jobs, Steve Jobs, Steve Jobs, Steve Jobs,
Yeah,
Steve
I know.
Jobs.
Oh god, my lights are flashing.
And Ron goes dead. Did you get the picture, Grim? Oh, I got the picture.
Do you have to stand in front of a mirror at a system update and say that?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Oh,
Why
I got
is
a
that
picture.
Rongo's
You're
butt
not gonna
in the
like
air?
It, though.
Oh my god.
Face
This is
down,
like the-
ass up. That's the way that I got stuck.
We are not in our D&D discussions, by the way. Just so you know, this has absolutely just so you know, there's no Steve Jobs or anything in Wildemount. Just
Yep.
making
I mean,
sure
it's
All right,
that's clear.
anyway, moving
Should
on.
have retiled this, D&D and tech support.
Okay, so let's everybody introduce their characters real quick. We'll start from the top, from Johnny M.
I'm playing this Reed Tea Leaf, halfling rogue.
Okay, Grim.
Oh, all right. I'm playing as an orc that likes hitting things with a sword, and I like healing people too.
You don't want to be a normal person
No.
and introduce the name
Long
of the
walks
character.
by the river, reading some
Just
books.
say your character's name, you psycho.
It's Drumzal.
Thank you. Finn.
I am Balin Night Leader. I am a sorcerer from not in this general area. I'm from far away.
Okay, and your race.
Isn't that weird?
I am a human.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bad Rongo.
Ogarless, Phoenix, Bard, Dragonborn.
Okay.
Got a tail. I like tail.
Okay.
Money.
No, I didn't ask for all that nonsense. Christy, please.
I am Critty. I'm a half elf, and I want to be a bard. And this is my very first adventure.
Very nice. See how she did that normally, you other 4 mentally retarded monkeys? All right, Alan, Chase, please suggest your character.
Ali, Alan Darren, and half ranger. Half elf ranger.
There you go. There you go. Very nice. Gara.
Distracted.
Gara, go ahead.
As Ciudad, I am a warlock, Asamir.
There you go. And last but not least, we've got Corinthian.
Adeline Bright Axe, Dwarven Fighter.
There you go. All right. When we last left our band of myriad misfits, they had been hired by Bram. They're in the city of Hupperduke, the industrial complex and war machine of the Dwendalian Empire, and they had been sent there by the Church of the Raven Queen to make sure that stuff was working the way it's supposed to be working. As soon as they got there, though, they immediately were thrown right in the middle of chaos as a fugitive by the name of Skem had escaped from prison, and our heroes have been tasked by Bram. They pretty much can call him like the sheriff of the area, it's Skem, not Skem, I don't know why I said Skem, to track down this fugitive. So after a night's rest and things, and some interesting times in the bathhouse, our heroes have begun investigating, and so they went to one place where they were able to identify the kind of the device that was used to get through the wall, and so they met a couple of halflings that helped them with that. Then they went to the Lay of the Land herbalist, where they met Zendasa, who was a female druid and kind of like a mother figure to Critty, and she gave them some advice and some help and some potions, and they continue on their merry way to investigate and find out where this skin might have gone, and more about her and more about what this group that they might be looking for and stuff. So I think you guys are on your way back to the inn, if I'm not mistaken.
We were going to go to the trade area to find Udoth.
To find who?
Udoth, the local black market fence guy.
Yeah, he's in your hotel.
Yeah.
That's why I said you guys are going back to the hotel.
Yeah. All right. Shall we go?
Is the music playing over in Twitch?
I'm not hearing any music.
Let me see if I can figure that out while you guys figure out what you're doing.
I don't hear it in Twitch when I'm turning the volume up on that.
I'm not hearing it in Roll20.
Yeah,
actually.
there's no music.
I'm getting it real low.
I'm not hearing anything in Roll20, so.
What in the piss is going on?
I can hear it in the Twitch. Very low. Very low. I'll turn it up a little bit.
What was the name of the guy we're heading back to the hotel to find again?
Udoth. That's the name I have. I have Udoth. I'm assuming it's Udoth. I don't know for 100%, but that's the way I have it.
I just wrote Udock.
Yeah.
I put UDOG. Not that one? Yo, dog.
We cannot be left non-role playing. It turns into all kinds of nonsense every single. Just waiting. Okay, so are we heading back to the inn now? Is there anybody else you think we need to see, Critty?
No, I think that the inn is the right step for us. We're gonna learn things there.
I hope so. Have you ever talked to Udoth before?
Bottom of an ale.
I don't know. I talk to a lot of people. I always introduce myself, but they don't always introduce themselves back to me. That's strange.
Well, you are amongst friends now who have introduced themselves, so
Yeah.
that is definitely a good step. Don't mind him. He's... Just don't mind him. Okay. I'm gonna look over to Hadelin at this point. Master Hadelin, I seem to have been done with the rock now. While we're heading back, is there anything else I need for the next step of training that we should look for as we're going back?
I've been thinking on that a little bit. I think Dromdel and I might have to talk a little bit, but the rate that you finished this first one might need to be reviewed a little bit, because that should have been a little bit more of a challenging task, so we might need to adjust things in round 2.
It definitely was challenging. It was due to great teaching that made it easier.
You picked it up with one hand and at the end. It just doesn't seem right.
Well,
that
I'd
not
say
the way the-
don't get rid of the rock yet. I mean, like, it will still have its uses, especially in your training.
That is fine. We can leave it in the cart.
Balin, you honestly,
Well,
you went
or I'm
through that
thinking
quite
in his
quickly.
backpack.
Very good. I think the next should be somewhat more of a challenge to you.
Yeah, like lugging that rock around in his backpack all the time. I mean, it's gathering dust over there in the cot. I mean, he only picked it up with one hand. I mean, he should be able to carry it around like no problem anymore. Now.
If I don't think that big rock would fit into my backpack. I'm not sure how I would carry it around.
Yeah, we can talk a little bit further. I don't know if that's necessarily the right route as of yet. Like, it may depend on how
By
we
the
want
way,
to.
I just want to point out, the whole time Drom has been talking about this, he's been smirking.
Of course he has.
So,
Well, let me know what the next steps are, and then I will do what is needed to train.
I think your sword play and the goal that you're getting to, one of the maneuvers we would have to think about going forward, you will want to probably be a burst strength. So building endurance may not be the best. Just building more strength to hold for a short time would probably be the best route I am thinking for you. So that's where my mind's been lately.
I would say that is accurate. It is definitely not something that would be my main use, but it would be something that I would try to use if needed. So, yes, please think on it and let me know what the next steps would be.
I'm sure after I've had a few more ales, my brain will be working correctly.
Then to the inn we go, and I'll start marching towards the inn, back towards the way we came.
All right, you guys go back into the inn. All right, when you get back to the inn, sorry, I'm trying to do a bunch of stuff in the background here. Still can't figure out why the goddamn music isn't working. You see a couple customers. You see the big burly guy that's behind the bar and owns and runs the establishment. He sees you come in, gives you a nod as he's cleaning some glasses and stuff like that. So
I'm gonna attempt to stealth in without him seeing me after the last encounter. I'm gonna kind of just sneak in with the group.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
Just kind of slowly hiding with the group and just kind of trying not to be seen by
Roll a
him.
disadvantage.
I'm going to stealth to hide behind Balin as he does it.
Roll disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
You damn right.
Both of us?
Yes.
You had to open your mouth.
14.
Only a 15.
All right, you guys think it's just being stealthy. Okay, you don't know if
I'm
you're
doing it
seeing
more mockingly, peeking out from behind his cloak.
I can see it now, just that, Balin walking by all squeak, 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 and my character being all
Squeaky. Squeaky, squeaky. Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. That's my dice.
Yep.
Oh, there it is. The dice of hell. All right. Oh, that's so weird. The music just won't.
Music is fine now, Ranger. Apparently, just so you know.
Oh, really? They can hear it?
That's what the consensus of the congregation
it's coming
is.
Through on Twitch. Yeah.
That's so weird that I can't hear it.
We can't hear it either. Yeah, I can't hear it.
I can hear it coming through Zoom, or coming through Roll20 and through Twitch.
I'm getting it just barely through Zoom.
Well, not through Zoom.
Well, it's just playing.
It'll be through Roll20 that you're seeing it.
Yeah,
so that's
so
fine.
something's weird.
Are you calling Bunsaw a liar?
No, you can hear it on Twitch. It's fine on Twitch. We'll continue.
All right. So you guys walk in. Beavis and Butthead think they walk in stealthily, and the guy just looking at you guys and gives you a nod.
Is there anyone else at the bar?
There's no one at the bar. There's looks like it's about lunchtime, so there's a few people in there eating. It's really not. It's a couple gnomes, and then you see, but in the corner. You see next to the fireplace at a table with a book open and wearing kind of looks like a hat. It's a black hat. It's got a white feather sticking out of it, but I say black, but it looks really kind of worn and stuff. Like I wouldn't say cowboy hat, but something along those lines. And you see that they're just sitting there kind of reading and making notes and stuff like that. Wearing a leather outfit and, looks like a worker like everybody else, and they're drinking some ale.
I'll walk over to that table.
The guy kind of looks up at you. He's like, "Can I help you?"
Hello, my name is Allie.
Okay.
Allie Darren. I was wondering if I could buy you a drink.
No, thank you.
I'm gonna look over at Reed, who's hiding next to me at that point.
Yeah, stealthily.
When she does this, yeah, I'm just gonna look over at Reed and just be like, "Oh my God, we're gonna get another person in our party now."
Either that, or we're gonna get in a big fight.
Hopefully, this one don't want to join.
Are you sure? Are you sure that I can't? Well, may I sit?
Buy me a drink.
You may not. He just looks at you.
I'm so sorry. Didn't mean to bother you. I'll be off.
Yes, you're bothering me. Go away. And he goes back.
I'm gonna go over and sit down with him without asking. And
You know who this is. You know who this is.
Yeah. And I'm gonna talk to him about the book he's reading.
He looks at you. He's like, Creedy, I don't want to go through this with you again.
But your book is amazing.
I know it is. That's why I bought it. We have this discussion all the time. I said you could have it when I was done.
But you know I love talking to you.
I am trying to drink and read my book.
I'll walk back over to the table and say, Chrissy, would you be so kind as to introduce me to your friend?
I would love to.
This is the guy you're looking for. You know who it is.
Mm-hmm.
What is his name? I don't have it in front of me.
Uda.
Uda, thank you.
I thought it was Udak.
I call him Udi.
I hate that name. Don't call me that.
But these are my friends, and we're going on.
I don't care. Oh, you all. Yes, please take her away. Good. Yes, here. Take her.
And the faster that you talk to my friends, the sooner you can get back to your book.
He just kind of rubs his eye like I'm doing right now. I will talk to the leader, or whoever wants to talk to me, but I'm not talking to everyone. Critty, you always do this.
But you're a wonderful person.
I am not a wonderful person. Stop saying that.
Sir, I only wanted to ask.
You're ruining my street cred as usual. I swear, young lady.
Thank you, Gritty.
Oh, of course. I'm gonna go over here while you talk.
I don't want to talk to her or you. Send over the person in charge who wants information. He just kind of his eyes starting to twitch a little bit.
I'm gonna get up and start walking over like I'm in charge.
Oh no, Ashira, please, gosh.
Okay. I
By
walk
Morden
over,
Beard.
I walk over, seeing all of this start, and I say, ladies, thank you very much. If you could go by Hadelin, I think he needs a ale, and Tokar, you should go with them.
40 ales.
Do you mind?
Not at all.
What was that?
Not at all.
Okay, thank
I
you.
would be glad. Be glad to do that.
All right, sir. I understand you have some information for us.
I don't have anything for anyone. All I know is that you wanted to talk to me. What is it you want?
Well, if you remember, Pretty said...
I said I wasn't going to talk to you. Go away. You see his eyes really starting to twitch now. He just sitting muttering, I'm going to kill Critty. I'm going to kill her.
I'm very sorry. We would like to let you get back to your book as soon as possible.
Listen. One person will talk to me. It's the way I always do my business. And he looks at you, Helena. It's like, one person.
I would like to be the person to talk to you.
No.
Can I do a... How much of this am I seeing?
A lot, actually. You see everything. You just
want to bring it up that I almost died for less than this.
And we can hear everything too, right? Like this is small area, so
yeah,
we can hear this
it's not
conversation.
that. It's a good sized room, but I mean, you guys are pretty close, or not close, but you're in enough you can see what's transpiring.
Okay.
And you just see him.
I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna.
Oh, good, more people.
I'm gonna grab Allie's hand, and what I'm gonna do is using thieves' cant. I'm gonna go and word this in such a way where I'm saying to Alanath, "Come on, let's go get a drink." But I'm gonna make sure that my presence is known using thieves' cant to this guy.
It's like, wait, I'll talk to that one.
Okay, that sounds lovely. Alan, let's go have a drink.
That sounds good. I think I am in the mood for an ale.
Let's do that.
Yes, go. Just please.
I'm gonna turn to Hadelin at this point. This group is gonna make you drink a lot. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna run out of money.
At least they seem to be generous in buying you drinks when you say you need a drink.
That's why Shear's the one in charge.
Yes. She does seem the wisest of everyone here.
So you see him rubbing his eyes, and he takes a deep breath, and then he looks at you, Reed, and he's like, finally, someone that knows what they're doing.
Most conversations are better off kept on the quieter side.
Finally, someone who understands the way business is done. So, two things. One, you know Critty. I will give you some free information if you get that young lady out of here for a while. She is really a detriment to my business. Sweet girl, but my God.
I can see how,
She comes in here all the time, and I thought at first if I just gave her some books, she would leave me alone. But all she does is read books. She's back within 2 days, and I'm like, for the love of God, I just gave you a book. She just won't stop.
yeah, it's the old thing, if you feed a stray cat, it sticks around.
You know, that's a really good point. I should have thought of that. Shit.
What's your other term?
No, I think that's just going to be the only term.
Oh, sounds fair enough. We'll make sure we take her out. We'll show her a good time. And we'll try to return her unharmed.
Well, she's not. I don't care about that. Well, alright, you better, because, yeah, bring her back safe. But anyway, what can I help you with?
Well, someone of your esteem, I'm sure, heard about the jailbreak the other day.
I've heard some things, possibly.
Well,
hypothetically,
I got to look at some of the items that were used to aid in it. I'll sort of just open up the flap on my backpack that I've got sitting in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give him a look at the...
He looks in. Ah, interesting. Go on.
Now, looking for the fella that went and made it. Understand is a man named Huron Stallnast.
There's a name that hasn't been used in these parts in a long time. There's really not much information about him. He's looking at that device you're looking at, kind of curiously. He's like, Who did you say built this?
Well, the name that we got, best information, was a Huron Stallnast.
That doesn't look like the work of him. Did you have it repaired?
Yeah, I did. Wanted to get an idea of how it worked.
And it looks like Clef's work.
Yeah, he was the best one I could find to be able to fix it.
Oh, he may be absent-minded, but he's a genius. One of the Empire's best designers, engineers. Although he gets on tangents sometimes. His daughter, on the other hand, she's got a good level head on her.
Yeah, she seemed good.
So this device was used in what capacity?
Best I can tell, it looks as if they probably put it into one of the air vents in the prison. They used it to deliver either part of or the entirety of an explosive of some sort.
If explosives were used, that's not an easy thing to get on the black market here. If I'm thinking about it, I think the person you should go see, you go to see a man by the name of Sleaze Firemark. He's a gnome, and he's in charge of all demolitions. He works near the mines. He might be able to tell you some stuff. That's about all I can tell you.
If you heard anything about the people that were, or the person rather, that was broken out?
I mean, Scan came here before I could even gather some information. She'd only been here a few days or something that I can Lana. And then this event happened, so I've been dealing in other aspects of the underground world, if you know what I mean.
I can understand that.
Basically, what I'm telling you is I haven't had enough time to get enough information. But looking at that device, I think if anybody might know something, it would be him. Especially if you're dealing with explosives. He's like, blasting powder is something hard to get your hands on here, even for me in the black market. So, it's a little suspicious. Now, please take Critty far from me. If it takes you a good month or two to go on your adventure, well, all the better, you know. And starts sipping his ale.
Just trying to... I'll take 3 gold out. I'll stick them on the bar and slide them towards him.
He slides it back.
I'm just asking in advance.
For?
If you do any hear information about the prison break, would you keep us in mind to maybe contact us about it?
Slides the 3 gold back. I'll see what I can dig up.
Thank you. I'll take the gold, stick them back in my pouch.
Okay. And then he just starts going back to his book and then sipping on his ale. Like nothing happened. Just kind of tips his hat to you, and you know that's the sign for you to nonchalantly walk away.
Is it fair to assume that whole conversation was in Thieves' Camp, so we have no clue?
Yeah, and it was very quiet. Even
That's what I assumed.
Even if you did overhear it, it would have been...
Yeah, we wouldn't have understood what it is because he's in Thieves' Camp. Got it. Yep.
Sounds like we're talking about the weather and red balloons.
Mm-hmm. Yep, just wanted to double
they were
check.
sitting there going, the grass is green, but only on sunny days does the snow melt in the northern wind.
The tall rabbit wears a top hat.
And then every now and then we just hear...
and sevens.
That's all I hear. It's like the weather is nice. And please take Critty away for 1 or 2 months.
And then she went all 6s and 7s. And
No, none of that. It's just basically it's spy talk.
It was groovy, baby.
And you didn't even hear Critty, but basically he was like, you may have maybe heard her name, but it'd been like, please take the large woman child away from thou.
It's 99 red balloons floating in the summer sky. Panic bells, it's red alert. Yeah. That's funny because those are the actual lyrics to the song.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
I'll walk back to the group and I'll kind of nod to the Shara. Come on, we should go talk in the rooms.
I'm gonna lean back and say, bye, Udi. I'll see you when I get back.
Critty. Don't worry talking to him. I already said goodbye to him for you.
He does look at you, Critty. He's like, come here, Critty.
I'm going to go outside, right outside the front door.
Okay, it's a lovely day. You go out and
Just
stuff.
take it in. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lovely day. Critty, he's calling you over.
Oh, I come over to him.
He's like, I do have a book for you.
You're the best. Thank you so much.
Leave me alone. He gives it to you. He goes back to reading.
So I grab the book up and I skip back to everybody else.
She's got a book in her hand.
All right, let us go up to the rooms then.
Do you want to know what the book is, or do you care, Critty?
Oh, I'll be reading it in a moment. But right now I'm just excited to hold a book.
I would like to know what book it is.
Make a perception check.
I make a perception or
No, Shira.
Oh, okay.
Give me a second.
I guess I will keep.
She's got her hands on it like this. It's a book about yay big, but she's kind of holding it, squeezing it. But you see the first, like you can only see the top of the wording. It just says Tusk.
Okay, so noticing that she's trying to read the cover, I'll look down. And...
All right, so you flip it over and look at it. It says Tusk Love.
So glad I'm outside.
Outstanding.
Am I
I'm
close
assuming
enough
I'm
to see
already
it?
drinking, so I don't care about a book.
No, you don't.
Oh,
I
speaking
don't
of
see
drinking,
it, so I have no clue.
speaking of drinking, Mr. Ranger,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go order the same thing I had at the last tavern.
All right. You pay your gold. The guy starts laughing, gives it to you, and make a Constitution check with disadvantage.
A hunk of Tuscan love.
You're muted, by the way, Grim.
Ooh.
It's a 6.
All right, you see him order that, and before you guys can, I don't know if do you do it boisterously or do you just do it like just nonchalantly there, Grim?
We'll say boisterously this time.
All right, you hear him say this, Paladin. You know what's about to happen. The rest of you, I think I think some of you might know before you.
Is there anyone like standing around him that would be in danger?
If
he falls,
Like me?
no,
well, he can react
he's
himself.
sitting down, and then he takes a shot. He's like, "Arr!"
Well, I assume he's gonna fall straight
does
over.
like- yeah,
Okay.
he goes-
he knows plants. Okay,
yeah,
good.
he knows plants. So, Dromzel is now laying head first on the bar. drool coming out of him, and he's knocked out again.
We are going up to the room. Do we
Yeah.
bring him with us, or?
The guy just looks over. You may want to. He's gonna be out for a while there.
We can carry him.
How much would it cost if I just wanted you to leave him here and keep an eye on him?
No.
Hadlin, do you think this would be a good test of strength with Balin? Carry him up to the
Oh,
pool.
it would be actually.
Not a bad thought there.
All right.
Hey, Balin, you think you're up to the small Dromsel challenge?
Probably not, but if it's what I need to do, then that is what I will do.
All right. Make a strength check. Strength athletics check.
Should be
Same.
interesting.
To
DC of 50.
see if you can pick up Dromsel and his armor and everything else like that.
8.
So you see Balin go up, and he lifts him right off the chair and immediately falls over and gets crushed by the sheer weight of Dromsel. And you just see his arms, because he tried to do like fireman carry where he's over his shoulder. He's like, aha! And falls over face first and is just smashed with his arms and legs. Just.
I cannot move him.
It's more like.
I'll at least go over there and roll Dromsel off so he can breathe.
Making a strength athletics check.
Yeah, that's probably ain't even gonna happen for me.
No! You surprised, Hadlin. You're like, it's a heavy bastard.
Alright, guys, haven't had enough ale for this. Get over here and help me.
How high?
Perhaps
Okay,
if we
so,
had someone could make things easier.
Couple questions. The floor in this, it's wood?
Yes.
Okay. I will spend a sorcery point, subtle cast Misty Step, and just end up right from away from under Dromsel next to Hadalin, just kind of looking down at Dromsel again.
Yeah, so you just see him pop next to him. You've seen him use the spell before, so you're just like, okay.
But you have no idea what happened. I didn't even say anything. You heard no sounds, he's just next to
Alright, you grab one side, I'll grab the other.
Misty Step, does that take, what does it take to cast Misty Step?
It's a verbal component, but I
Yeah,
subtle cast
you
it,
still would
so
have
I
been,
have-
you would have been fine.
Yep. Yeah, it's a bonus action, verbal, but subtle gets rid of that.
Well, I was
so,
trying to see, but you can still talk, so it's not like you're just.
But I intentionally subtle cast it to not say anything. I spent the sorcery
That's
point
fine.
for it.
That's
so.
fine. You're good.
Yep.
So you put next to him, and you're a little sore now because you just got crushed by Dromsel's weight. He was sitting there laying on the floor now, drooling. So it's going to take at least two of you, three of you to pick him up.
I will help. I
right.
cannot do it by myself though.
All right. Who's going to help him?
Yeah, I'll help him.
All right. So you two go to lift him up again. Make a strength check. A strength athletics check. All right, Helen, you're able to get him up, but you can tell that Balin is barely able to hold his side, and like you're doing twice the work.
He's got the vein going across the forehead.
My insides are still squished from Dromsel falling on top of me.
It is slow going. If anybody else wants to jump in to help, this would make this a lot easier.
I'll roll for it.
All right, go for it. Gara comes over to help.
Let's see. Athletics, is that what we're rolling?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You were able to barely lift a leg, if all. So you see, one side
I'm eating
Hadlin.
up all your low rolls.
He's
before we
carrying
get to
him. You
combat.
got basically the way this is working now is you guys represent yourself. Hadalin is actually carrying the front part of him like this, but then you got Gar on one side, barely able to. She's like sliding along, trying to lift one leg, and you doing the same thing, Balin, just to offer some support.
We're like the worst pole bearers ever.
You
Just
really, really are.
Would
So if we
anyone
lift
like
up
to
the orc,
reconsider my option of leaving him?
so if we lift up the orc, do we gain the powers of a storm cleric?
No.
I wish that was the case, but it does not seem to work that way. And my insides still hurt. Alright. Cool.
All right, so
Can you make a way slowly?
you able to get him up to his room, and you guys were able to have a meeting. Now you know that Alanith is not there. She went outside, so someone will have to go scoop her up.
I'll run out and grab her while they're trying to.
Okay.
finish the problem.
All right, you go and grab.
We got him
Alan.
up to his room, but he's like his pants are down by his ankles. Like freaking, he's super disheveled. Like everything's all messed up.
Sorry, so
that
we'll
did
stand
not
strong
happen.
on him.
Yeah.
Well, you could if you wanted to.
I know that I'm outside the front door. What do I see around me?
Normal activity. You see a bunch of people moving to and fro, and typical city life. People making noises and going to and hither to carrying stuff and doing stuff, and and it's typical busy city life.
And what time of day?
It is around noon, 1-ish time.
And we're going to our rooms.
Just then, Reed comes out and comes to scoop you up and tells you that you guys are having a meeting up in the room. Now you don't know that. So when you get there, you see when you and Reed get in there, you see Balin and Gara covered in sweat. Hadalin sitting there drinking some more ale, looking proud of himself. Drums was on his bed, like face down, knocked the hell out, and that's what you walk into.
My good God. Can no one even stay sober in this group? It's barely noon.
I am sober. He's just very heavy.
Why would you want to be sober?
Should have maybe come and grabbed me and asked for my help, but everything looks okay here. No one seems to be perishing. I'm going to go find Critty.
She's in the room. Everybody's in the room. Yeah, you're all in the room. You're having your
I found her for you. She's here in the room.
Critty, I apologize for these the actions of my group at times, but they are very good-hearted people. Thank you for introducing. Thank you for
Except him,
introducing.
and I gesture over at Togar. He's questionable.
I appreciate you introducing me. Downstairs in the tavern. I just
thought Moody was such a grump. Usually he's much nicer than that.
It's fine with me.
I quite imagine he may have been. I would just wanted to ask you a question.
Of course.
Are you familiar with a family by the last name of Whiston?
Whiston.
A June Whiston.
Make a history lore check for me there, crit damage.
Is it the history in the...
History in the skills
Yeah, it's the
check.
history in there.
13?
No, that's insight. Roll again.
Oh, sorry. Oh, that's insight history.
No, it's just history. It's just history.
It
Less
might
insightful
be-
than you would think.
Let me check.
There you
There you
go.
go. Wow, big roll.
Then
Yes, I know them.
you know of the name. She would have to give you more specific questions.
Right, I plan on that. Critty, this is very, very, very good news. Do you happen to know, June? I know you know of the family, but do you know anything in particular about June?
You do not, Pretty. You just know the name. You know that you can tell her about like where it came from, all that kind of stuff. You just that kind of bookwormish stuff that you know, but specific people you've never met any of them or anything like that.
Do you happen to know the area in which they live?
You would currently no. You can tell where they came from.
Could you tell me where they come from?
I can tell you where they come from. I know that. Because I have researched all of the genealogy of this area.
What are you looking for specifically out of character, Jasa?
I really would like to know where they're located. I would like to actually make contact with Gene Winston.
Critty's not going to know that. She can tell you the lineage and stuff, but she doesn't know current locations. So she can give you a genealogy of the name and stuff like that. But if you're looking for that, that would be information you would have to start doing like as it's like that's like bounty hunter work. So you would have to start going around. She can tell you the general area of it. I'll have to look it up. But we can get back to that. Remind me. We'll get back to that, and I'll find the location. We'll set that up for you. Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay. All right.
Pretty, thank you very much for your help.
Yep. Pretty is a bookworm. All right. Reed, show's all yours, brother.
All right. Well, you, Doc, was a little more forthcoming with information with me. Bit of information that I got from him essentially is that anybody to have access to explosives like that to be able to open up the side of that prison most likely would have to go and get them through a man named Sleece Firemark. It's a gnome in charge of all of the demolitions and explosives over by the mines. Critty, do you have any idea who he is?
Yeah, I know Sleazy. I can go introduce you guys.
I think that's probably the best thing that we can do.
Well, let me ask you, Critty, what do you think of this Sleaze Firemark? Is he a good person, or is he somebody that would be a little bit shady like Uda?
Oh, he's a really nice guy. I speak Gnomish, and not a lot of people around here do if they're not gnomes. So we talk a lot.
Most people that sell explosives are really friendly, I'm sure.
You know Sleaze, he's actually very fond of you, Critty, but you know him that he is a hot-headed kind of fellow, and he is a workaholic. So you know that interrupting his work, you better be sweet, or he's going to be he'll be cordial, but he does not like having his work interrupted.
Critty, do you know if he hangs out at a bar after work, or does he go straight home?
Well, being here, everybody goes to the bar after work. It's quite the nightlife.
Yeah, the gnomes have that reputation.
Reed, do you think it's wise to talk to him?
I think we have to, but I think I'd much rather wait until Captain Constitution over there wakes up.
He's going to be out for about 8 to 10 hours at least. And you also know, Critty, that he does not... One, he works really late. He only goes to the bar to eat and drink. He does not like to be disturbed during that time. So if you wanted to express that to the party.
So, Sleazy is the kind of guy that really likes to be focused. He doesn't like a lot of interruptions. So I think that the best thing we could do is wait until he's done with work.
No. The opposite. He doesn't like to be... He works late. He doesn't like to be bothered while he's not at work. You know that because just like when he's at work, he's very cordial, but when he gets off work, he wants to not think about work, and he's one of those people, like when he's doing something, he just wants to focus on that and that alone. When he's at work, he's a little bit more open to questions and things like that because that's part of his job, right? But outside of work, he's he doesn't like talking about work. He doesn't like talking about anything. He just likes to let his mind go a little bit loose because he's like this, very structured.
I think that what we should do is talk to him now because he's like a really hard worker, but he always takes time to say hi to me. And I think that if I introduce you guys, he'll be able to answer your questions.
Do you think that maybe not all of us should go if he does not like dealing with interruptions and people? Maybe you should just grab maybe Reed and you two, or Reed and somebody else, and maybe just the three of you go?
That actually might be a pretty good idea, you think, Critty?
Shara, you should probably go with me and Critty.
I volunteer to stay here at the inn and drink.
Babysit the big fella.
Yeah, that too, I mean, but...
Make sure he doesn't get any more of your dwarven spirits.
Yeah,
I'd like to go on the adventure.
I got a great adventure for you, Togar.
You're going to have to go and make sure that
he doesn't soak through the sheets with his drawer.
You should try drinking the same thing that Dromzel did. It seems to be pretty good.
I tried 2 of them.
Hey, Critty, can you show Bad Rongo your book?
Who?
Yeah. Do you
Who's bad wrongo?
Hey, could you show? I'm sorry. Could you show? Could you show Togar your book?
If you want to borrow it while we're on this little mini adventure, you can. It's a great read.
Well, you don't know what it is.
Totally borrow Tusk Love.
Yeah,
So
you've
she
never read it
shows it?
before, Critic. You've never shown it. Yeah, you show it to everybody, and you all see that it says Tusk Love.
No, do not give him that book.
No, oh no,
Do not
oh,
give
It's
no,
already
no.
in my hands. It's in my hands.
No, it's not. She just showed it. Do you try to grab it out of her hands?
Please.
Yes, I try and grab it.
All right, make a strength check against Critty. You make a strength check.
I'm not very strong.
Neither am I. Let's see.
Oh, Lord.
Was I supposed to hit saving throw?
No, just strength. Just hit strength.
There we go. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, he rustles it immediately out of his hands. What do the rest of you guys do?
I'm gonna pull it away from Togar now.
no, just this
I won't
once.
ever
Let him have it.
All right, you get immediately crushed, Togar, by like everybody.
Listen to the
jumping
rogue.
You all get dogpiled. Balin, pull the book away from Togar with an advantage with strength check.
11.
Yeah,
I
right.
roll
That's
again.
a save.
No,
but it's
you
the
can't.
same
You're
modifier.
restrained. Everybody jumped on you and restrained you. So, the book, you've got the book in your hand. Read. You can give it back to Critty, or Balin, you can give it back to Critty.
Okay. Critty, do you know what this book is?
You have
No,
no
but I like to read books, and I read pretty much everything, so it doesn't really matter what the book is.
I look
I
at Reed and
will-
go, who was this guy you talked to? Jeez.
Okay,
Yeah,
Critty,
well, he runs the black market.
But
you
he
can-
goes around
you can
handing
read
out
this book.
books like this in public?
Critty, I'm relatively sure this will be a mind-opening experience
Yeah.
for you.
So Critty,
Things a
you
little
can
bit
read
more
this book,
lax with
but
stuff
do
like
not-
that here in the north. Yeah.
Do
I only
not,
read it for the pictures.
Not many pictures.
Do not
Actually,
keep
no
this
pictures in
out
this.
in the open. Do not show this book to anybody else. It is considered contraband, and if found, you could get arrested. So
Balin,
yes, it is one of those books. So you
Balin,
can read
Balin,
it, but read
the
it in
gnomes are a
private.
bit more relaxed with that.
Alright. It is still part of the Empire.
I've read books like that before. You can
Yes.
trust me.
Togar cannot be trusted, though. So I trust you. I do
Can-
not trust Togar.
can
Do
we-
not give this book to him.
I'm going to walk over to Critty.
I'm gonna look at Ashira. Why would you even tell her to do that?
Here's to me going on the
Oh,
adventure.
he needs to stay here. That's why.
Yeah, it's a way to keep him here.
You know what he's going to do. He's going
He's
to
gonna
read it
try
out
and
the
bargain
window
for
when you leave.
explosives.
He's going to read it out to everybody in this Nomish city out the window and get us all screwed. Let's please not do that.
That might even be the title of the book he has in his hands. It's all screwed.
All right, hold on.
I'm going to
Hold on.
Where's the sequel?
walk over to Critty and remind her that we have sessions we have to hold. She
Yeah, you do that. You do those in the evening, so you can do that later on when you get done with when she gets back. Actually, that would be the perfect time to do it when she gets back from doing this.
I think we said we would do it in the morning around.
Oh yeah, you did do it first thing in the morning, so yeah, it'll be in the morning time. Never mind. Yeah, so there you go. You got to remind me
I'll
of
get
that one,
back the
Allie,
book
because
to-
I'll forget.
I'll give back the book to Critty.
Okay.
Tell her to
Yeah,
keep it
she
in a
puts-
safe
she-
place.
yeah,
and
she's got-
do not
she'll-
give it to Togar.
Yeah,
Under
she's
any
got a little.
circumstances.
She's
I'm
got her
gonna just
backpack.
whisper to
and-
Reed.
Yeah,
I'll
she-
give you 5 gold, and I will stay here and stay quiet if you get me that book.
Food.
Reed, that's to you.
Yeah, Reed, what do you say?
I'm in favor of giving him the book to keep him entertained. Togar, how about this even? I'll reach into my pack and I'll pull out a sheet of paper. I'll put it down on a little table there. I'll say, how about you go and write something to compete with it? You look like a man
Oh.
with a vivid imagination.
Togar, are you up for writing some smut?
In fact, not only am I up for it,
Of course.
I'm going to bring everything from inside me. My Super Saiyan bardic inspiration.
You could come up with a catchy title like Tail Lust or something.
Oh my.
The lusty draconian maid. There you go.
The dragon's tail.
All right.
Get it.
All right, so who's going to go talk to this guy?
Before they go, Reed, we may want to be careful how we approach it with him when you talk to Sleaze. If he's as business-oriented as Critty is, it is possible that some of the ammunition that was used in this explosive was stolen. We know that there are kobolds being used by whoever is sending this and sent the group to get Skin. We might be able to track them if we are spotting them, but if not told, he might bring up security and then we won't be able to find and follow them back if we're trying to find where they are. Maybe we could suggest that we would be watch guards over his supplies and see if anyone comes to try and steal it.
It's not a bad idea. I'll keep it in
otherwise,
mind.
I don't know what else we could trace to try and find them.
I'm thinking first thing that we do is we make it bloody obvious that we're heading there, so that this way, if anything does happen to us, the cheer can claim that we were there.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured the best way to do that is... Critty, how many people do you know along the way to the mines?
Well, I know lots of people. I talk to just about anybody.
Oh, that's grand. That's perfect. That's exactly what I'm hoping for. So I just want you to be the most super extra friendly version of yourself that you can be on the whole walk.
Oh wow.
We do not want somebody maybe trailing us.
Well,
Actually,
the one
that
that
may
I
end
probably
up being
would
a
have
good
wanted
thing.
trailing us is the one who's unconscious.
But it might be a good thing if you get trailed. Could give us an idea of who's following.
Perhaps the ranger would help us with this?
Ali, up for a walk?
Of course I am. I haven't been able to speak up yet, but yes, I would be glad to.
All right, so
I volunteer to trail.
No, you've got right.
You got to write the book. So, Allie, the way this will work is you'll be the shadow. You'll be trailing them behind, looking for other people that might be trailing them. Yeah, you're on a stealth mission.
Wonderful.
Okay. So that'll be Ashira, Reed, Critty, and Alanith doing stealth. Now, Togar, you're going to be writing your smut book. What are you going to be doing, Balin? We know Dromzel's unconscious.
I'll be using this time to read my alchemy book.
Okay, so you'll sit there watching him as he's writing, you're reading, and you'll watch over Dromzel.
Yep.
And then Hadalin, what are you going to be doing?
I'll probably stay down in the inn for a while, just seeing who kind of comes and goes, and just munching on some food and smoking my pipe.
All right, sounds like a plan.
If there's something interesting as someone else comes into the inn, that might give us a little bit of a lead. But otherwise, I'm open. I can just drink and eat.
All right. Okay, so you guys head out. Everybody's in position. Togar, let's do you first. Let's see how much of a good smut book you can write. You can use Bardic Inspiration, and what I want you to use here.
I've already got the title. Would you like me to read it?
No.
I have the opening line. Would you like me to read it?
No.
Good night.
At some point, it's going to be like the first RSG publication.
Yeah, I know,
book
right?
Writes. I really hope Bad Rongo writes this book. It's going to be like an RSG publication.
Make a performance check. You can roll. You can give yourself Bardic Inspiration on this.
All right. Wasn't that great?
Well, you can add Bardic Inspiration to it.
Well, sorry, 1d4?
Yeah, you can add 1d4.
Is it a 4? I think you're at 6, aren't you?
Oh, I'm at a 6. You're right.
Yeah, roll a d6.
Yeah, hold on. Okay. Even better.
4 was better.
All right. I mean, you start off. You've never really written a book before. You have
a quick brown fox jumps over the sleeping couple.
No.
More like the night was moist.
So what happens is...
Yeah, the night was moist.
No, you get started, and then you get writer's block. and you're kind of sitting there, and you do a lot more thinking than you do writing. You do get some stuff started, but you've got too many ideas in your head, and you can't really figure out how you're going to tie it in together. Like, boy, this
it's an orgy book.
Oh, Jesus.
I was thinking pop-up book.
This is his long-term character plans. I mean,
A pop-up orgy book.
They don't exist in this world. Stop it.
Not yet.
Yeah, they really.
No,
you need a really good roll to invent them, though.
No, they don't.
Could I roll like an initiative check? What check is that?
You're not initiating an orgy.
No.
No. No.
So that's what you're
Especially
doing.
not with me, Dromsel, passed out, left with you in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, we're with a bunch of gnomes. You know how they do it. It's always in the garden. Come on, hiding under trees.
Moving on. Hadlin, you go down, you get something to eat, you drink some beer. I mean, people start drinking in a little bit. It's the lunch. There's not a lot of people coming in, but a few people come in. Nothing that catches your eye, Hadlin. I'm not going to have you roll. There's really nothing, but you're able to smoke your pipe and relax and drink a little ale and, have, be at peace. All right, and then Drom, you're unconscious. All right, so the group moves out. You guys move out. Allie, you
How
go.
much time is gone, by the way, just so I can mark how much of my book I read?
It'll be, I don't know, we'll see about an hour and a half, 2 hours for them to go there into the mines. It's a sub-shot of the mines. It's another area, but that's where they're going. It's a ways to walk and stuff, so they'll be gone for a little bit. So we'll see an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Got it.
And then, Allie, you were chilling behind. You pulled your cloak over yourself. You're in full mark. So I'm gonna have you make 2 checks each time I ask you. First is make a stealth check, please. Okay. And then make a perception check. Nice. So you are pretty sure no one's following you guys out of the tavern. No one's following you guys as you come out of the tavern. You look and you're doing a good job of blending into the crowd. You move silently, but nonchalantly. You're doing a good job of keeping them in sight, and you can see them better because of your elven eyes. And so far, so good. All right, to the group. As you guys are walking along, Critty, you see all kinds of people that you know and stuff. You're sitting there waving and saying hi to everybody. You see one lady that sells vegetables. You go running over to her, and she's like, gives you a carrot, and you start eating your carrot. And so she's doing her job. Read like you want her to. She's just saying hi to everybody, and everyone knows who Critty is, and so. It takes you a lot longer to finally get to the place that you need to go to because she is doing this. So, you're walking for a while, but lots of people are seeing you. Allie, make another stealth and perception check, please. Take your time.
I'm doing stealth and perception?
Yep, every time I tell you to roll, you'll do one of each. Okay. Good enough. Yeah. So far, so good. No one seems to be following and stuff, but you're on alert and you're doing your job. All right. Eventually, you guys get to the location that you're looking for. Let's see. You guys arrive at the Firemark facility, and when you do, you see that this brown and red brick building is larger than you expected. Not for Critty, she's seen it before. Its black iron roof stretching over a massive compound. The scent of sulfur and blasting powder familiar from the prison cell is faint on the air here, strangely. As you draw near, a gnome guard approaches you with a suspicious look, and she's like, "Hi, what are you doing here?" "Oh, Critty. Hi, Critty."
Hi, we came to see Sleazy.
All right. I don't know. He's kind of busy. Make a charisma roll. They're Critty with advantage. You get to roll it twice. And tell me what you get. Never mind. You rolled a natural 20.
She rolled a natural 20. She doesn't need a...
Yeah, just... It's like, oh, all right, Kitty. And she's got a little... She's pretty, she's just like, all right, I can't say no to you, Kitty. He's inside and you go in. So that was way easier than I was planned for. God damn it. All right.
Go, Critty.
Oh, wow. Real quick, thank you, Mr. Bojangles, for the 100 bits.
Hey, he's whipping out his bits. All right.
Obviously wants a copy of my book.
You just write your book there, Sleazy McTweezy. All right. All right. You guys get in there, and you see the big open compound. You see that there's lots of stations and stuff, and you see a male gnome with red hair but gray on the sides, and he is working diligently over in his workstation, and he's directing other gnomes and telling people what to do, and then he's smudged, and you guys, the air of black powder hits you as soon as you walk in through the main door here. You can see there's other guards here as well walking around, just make sure everything's good to go, and you recognize Sleazy immediately there, Critty.
Hey, Sleazy, I want to introduce you to some friends of mine.
Oh my goodness, it's Critty. Hello, Critty. What are you doing here?
Well, I'm going on an adventure, and some of my new friends wanted to talk to you.
Oh, an adventure? You really?
Yeah, it's about time, right?
Well, I guess so. Well, all right. I'm busy, but I guess I can take a moment for you, I guess. All right. He says, hold on a second. Hey, dickweed! What are you mixing over there? I'll be right back. He runs over, then you see him start yelling at someone, this human kid, and just starts browbeating him, and the kid's like about to cry almost. He walks over, he's like, oh, Kitty, if you don't watch everyone, they just could kill us all. And wipes his hands off. He's got black smudges on his face and stuff like that, and black and different powder. His workstation's got all kinds of powders and stuff like that. He's like, all right. Introduce me to your friends.
So this is Reed and Shira, and they've got some questions for you. And
all right. Fellow gnome, I see. Okay. Oh, all right. I've got a few minutes here. My busy day. What can I answer for you?
Well, we've got good information that if you want to speak to somebody about explosives, you're the one in the know.
He kind of looks at you suspiciously. Okay, what do you want to know?
Well, I'm sure you heard about the unfortunate jailbreak the other day.
I think everybody's heard of that right now, yes.
It made a hell of an explosion sound. So.
Oh, yes, it did.
Now, the explosion itself that opened up the prison wall, that to me looks like the work of somebody who knew what they were doing.
Possibly.
And then the kobolds that seem to be helping them, well, they kind of exploded themselves.
So what's your question, friend?
But do you know of any sort of explosive that is ingested and then explodes later?
No.
That's good. It'd be kind of a horrifying thing.
Yes, it would. All right. What else do you want to know?
Maybe show him the parts that we got from the explosion.
I'll take off my pack and I'll open the flap.
Oh, you show him the device. He looks at it.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I know who built this thing.
Well, you know who built it?
Well, yeah, it looks like it's been nearly repaired, and I only know one gnome who could do that. So you still...
Well, I had it repaired, but...
I can tell. It was originally his design. I helped him with it.
Ah! He was saying that there were differences from his design to this.
He looks at it more intently. There is, but I really couldn't tell the workmanship of the other person. But the overall design, I can tell who it is right off the bat.
You ever heard of a Huron Stalnast?
Oh yes, troublemaker. Left the city long ago.
You haven't
Always
heard of him
copying
since?
other people's work, claiming that they were his. Always causing problems. I didn't have time for him.
Any idea where he may have gone?
Oh, I have no idea about that. I just deal with boom booms.
Have you dealt with anybody interested in making boom booms lately?
Not other than the Dwendalian Empire, of course not. What are you saying that the... Well, are you implying something, dear?
No, I am merely asking.
Well, I'll tell you something. He walks over and he pulls up his ledger and stuff. He goes, I've got everything accounted for right here, young lady.
That's fantastic, and I'll make
No
sure
blasting powder came from this sword. I tell you that right now.
I'll make sure that the badge that we were given is pretty visible on my lapel.
I don't care that you work for Baron. I work for the Dwelling Empire, and I'm telling you, it didn't come from here.
I believe you. What I'm hoping for is that maybe it was stolen.
It's all been accounted for. He says, although... He looks around. We've got lots of guards.
And any new guards lately?
No, but you know, I've had to do a lot of work lately. One of my most talented powder artisans, well, she's been out for a few weeks.
Out sick, or she was sent on an assignment?
No, she's been sick. She's been kind of left in. She's been at her house, holed up. But I don't think she would have anything to do with this. Everything else is tip top and on the spot.
What's this powder artisan's name?
That'd be Nima. She's one of our more diligent suppliers of raw materials and quite skilled crafters of high quality blasting powder. She's been ill for the last 3 weeks.
Oh, that's horrendous. We have a gifted cleric in our group.
Oh, well, now that you mention it, I can see that. Looks like you are gifted people.
He's taking a nap back at the hotel we've been staying at.
Oh, she's a
very
lazy
gifted
cleric.
healer.
Yeah, sure.
Perhaps we could go over and visit her, see if she's all right.
Well, I'd be careful. From what I was told, it's a pretty bad illness. I don't know if it's contagious or not, but and I've sent a couple people over to check on her, but she won't let anyone in. I don't know if it's because she's fearful of the spread of the disease or whatnot, or what she's got. I don't know, but she won't let anybody in.
Doesn't hurt to go and try and ask her.
Well,
you know about where she is?
She's her house is in the northern part of the Iron Lot, if I remember correctly. That's all I know. Pretty knows where the Iron Lot is.
Critty, do you know this Nima?
You don't know who Nima is.
Usually when I come here, I just talk to Sleaze.
Oh, yes, she does.
Oh, yeah, she seems like she's a talent for the talking.
Yes, let's go with that.
All right, well, so...
All right, I'm busy.
Appreciate
Good
it.
luck. And just looks at you, Critty, and gives you a wink. All right, you stay out of mischief, young lady.
Well, I am going on an adventure, so...
Oh, you'll have to tell me about it when you get done with it.
Well, you bet.
And then he just, like if you guys were never there, he just goes back to his workstation and goes back to work.
Wow, I'm surprised that Sleaze talked to us for so long. Usually he has to go back to work much sooner than this.
Thank you for introducing us. What is the name of this building?
This is the Firemark facility.
It's quite an interesting facility.
It's all about making blasting powder and all kinds of explosives.
Seems dangerous to have so much explosives in one place.
Well, it's a time of war. They don't. Safety protocols are not so much their concern. It is. I mean, they take that stuff seriously because of how dangerous it is. But the amount of you do see the sheer amount of ammunition, things of that nature that's being used and built with the powder and stuff. That for the different types of devices and stuff. You've seen a lot of war machines created, and being shipped.
Siege engines.
All kinds of stuff. That the war with the Kryn is a big deal. It's the deal.
Okay. Well, maybe we should head to the northern part of the Iron Lot? Or should we go back to the lodge and get everyone else? What do you think?
Well, it's still early yet, and we're a lot closer to the Iron Moth than we would be if we go back to the tavern first. So,
before you go, you see Sleaze come running out. Oh, Critty!
Yeah, please, what's up?
He comes and hands you a little pouch. He says, I know you wanted some, so here you go. Forgot all about it.
Thanks for remembering.
All right.
I'm going to peek inside the pouch and see.
It's blasting powder.
Cool. I was hoping so. Sometimes he gives me extra blasting powder, so I like to play with it.
What do you usually do with blasting powder?
Well, it's usually science experiments.
And then he also is like, he actually gives you directions to the house at the Iron Lot. You know where the Iron Lot is, but you didn't know where her house was, and he tells you quickly where it is.
Perfect.
Thank you, Sleaze.
You're the best. I'll see you when we get back.
All right.
Alright. Well,
So, on we go?
I suppose, lead the way.
Okay, here we go.
I'll catch up. What I'll do is I'll stealth myself, and I'll wait for Alanath to get close enough that I can have a little conversation with her.
Yeah, you will make a perception check. She is stealth.
At 11.
You don't see her. Allie, you see Reed kind of by himself, gets away from the party, and kind of looks around like he's looking for someone. You kind of guess it's probably for you.
Yeah, I'll move forward to him.
She kind of melts out of the crowd, and she disappears next to you, Reed.
Okay. And I'll just catch her up on what happened.
Okay.
Tell her that we're heading up there, so just do the same. Stay back a ways. Just keep an eye on us just in case.
Are you worried that we may not be safe approaching the house?
I always worry.
Me as well. I will stay behind and thank you very much. I will follow your direction.
Thank you. I'll sprint up as fast as my little halfling legs will take me. Catch up with Critty and Ashira.
All right.
He looks like a dachshund running.
Alright, you guys are going to the Iron Lot. So you may make your ways there. It takes you about another 20-30 minutes to get there. But you get there eventually, and it takes you a minute to kind of get your bearings there, Critty, but from what the Sleaze was able to tell you, you're able to find the location, and that you're able to see the no, god damn it, that's not what I wanted.
Nice.
Roll 20 is really all right. You come up to a house.
I have a black screen.
I know.
Okay. Just making sure it wasn't like last time. Yeah, I just want to make sure it wasn't like last time where you were trying to show us stuff and it wasn't working. Okay.
Darkness.
That's my special.
Just all of a sudden you went blind. That's That's what's happening.
Why isn't the other roll 20? You miss.
How's your father? Oh, he's still a hamster.
I'm not dead yet.
Watch that.
How does your mom like that little berry perfume though?
All right. All right, get everything in position. And with that, we are going to take our first break of the evening. All right, so we're going to take a quick break. I don't remember what the last break we had. So 11 minutes, 12 minutes, something like that.
It has a counter on the video.
All right, so we'll do that, and we will be back. So we'll see you guys in about 10, 12 minutes.
Yay!
Hey everyone, Finity from Reality Skewed Gamers here, and I wanted to take a minute to thank every one of our fan and viewers out there for showing your love and support for RSG. Now, how can you continue to show your love and support for RSG? Well, first off, a simple thing, head on to our Discord. A growing community of gamers, great place for you. So if you're not on our Discord already, Discord in chat.
I don't care. Just don't look at the
And if you want
Twitch
to show
stream.
your support for RSG as well, Twitch provides a lot of different ways where you can do that. Now, not only can you donate,
Pop out the
bits,
chat or
and
something.
there's also a link down below for our stream elements where you can donate directly. But of course, Twitch provides the options for giving us your subscriptions. Now,
They said they can
always
hear us still.
appreciate all of our fans for subscribing, and of course those that use your Twitch Prime on our channel, because we know you only get one of those, so spending it on RSG is a big deal and we always appreciate it. And if you want to help others also to experience the true nature of RSG, you can also gift a sub to anyone in the chat as well. And for those of you that are Twitch Prime members, if you've given it to us before, we would always appreciate to get it again, but Twitch Prime does require you to do it each month. So if you haven't renewed your Twitch Prime already, whether you give it to RSG or another content creator, make sure you use that Twitch Prime, because that is a handy resource to help all content creators. RSG would not be here if it was not for all of the support from our viewers, and we hope to continue growing our channel and our charity efforts with your help. So for that, I, Infinity with Reality Skewed Gamers, want to thank everyone out there and, of course, show you our love. So, welcome to another episode of Fun with Hats. Now, if you're not familiar with what this segment is, this is where my partner in crime here, Mr. Grande Patron.
What's up, what's up, what's up?
And
howdy,
I
folks.
Wear silly hats and tell you the story behind how these hats came onto our head. So we're going to start off with Grande, and he's going to tell you a story about his hat, and it is up to you to decide whether or not the story he is telling is true or false. So Grande, take it away.
Okay, so this hat I made, I don't know if everybody can tell this, but I actually do a lot of making of costumes. This is a made hat. You can probably tell from the inside that this is a made hat. There is actually a child's red cowboy hat inside of here. That's why it doesn't fit really well on my big old noggin. So why did someone make this hat? Why did I make this hat, right? Okay, so why I made this hat was because my child needed a cosplay costume for the summer camp. And she said she wanted to be Toad from Super Mario Brothers. And I was like, great, how do I do that? So of course I Googled how to do it, and I'm like, let's start. And the only thing that has survived from the costume is the hat. But I made like a little vest, and I made some other things too. But this is, of course, the recognizable part. So this is the part that I have kept. And when it came time for Grande to wear weird hats on RSG, this came in the rotation. So is that a true story or not? You guys decide.
Okay, and then I will tell you the story behind this porg beanie. Now, the reason I needed said porg beanie is because last year we were getting dressed up for our charity run that we do at Disney, and I was dressing up as a porg. And finding an actual mask while running a half marathon did not seem like a smart idea. So I did look online and find this porg beanie. So that is the reason why I have said porg beanie. But how did I acquire said porg beanie? Well, of course, this one is, and she's going to get mad at me for saying this, was not stitched by McVenom. No, it was not. It was found online, and I was...
Oh, snap!
Yeah, I'm going to die after this one. So
I'm still waiting on my Darth Vader Millennium Falcon cross stitch. I don't know when.
Let's not get into that, Grande. I don't want you dying too. Okay, so, well, actually, you've done enough already with McGrande.
I sleep with one eye open. That's all I'm saying. I sleep with one eye open.
It just looks worse with that hat on. Okay, so so I looked online and found this hat, and was trying to figure out what the best way to acquire it was, when, of course, we have in RSG the pimp, Loki himself, who has... No, not you, Loki.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. You raise your hands like you were the pimp. You know Loki.
I can celebrate other people. Come on. Come on.
So, Loki...
My ego's big. It's not that big, okay?
So, Loki has connections, and of course, he has connections to get Disney merch. And so I, looking for this hat, went to the pimp himself. He was able to find this and was able to ship it to me. Now, I did get 2 of them because one I wore during the run and it was going to get sweaty as hell. So that one was expecting to be destroyed.
You don't own a washing machine? Come on, man.
Do, but this thing like absorbs a lot. Here's the interesting part too. So I got another one too that
sweat washes out. It's not like it's blood or red wine. Come on, man.
This one is actually the one that I wore during the run. And do you know how I know this? Do you know how I know this? There is actually supposed to be like a poofy ball on the top of this.
Yes.
That is gone from the one that I wore on the run, because I did not want the poofy ball on the one on the run.
Like banging around, I guess, while you were jogging.
Around my head and stuff. So I took that off. So I have this one, and there is another one that has the poofy ball, and that one is currently still resting, but I wear this one now to wear it out first. So, is that story true or false? So you have 2 stories regarding fun hats as to whether or not we were telling the truth or telling a lie.
Have we ever told a lie in one of these? I think we've told the truth every time.
We've only had 2.
I think we've told the truth every time. The truth is stranger than fiction, which is why we tell.
We've had 2.
I don't know. I could have been lying about this one.
I could have been lying too. See, this is where the fun comes in. So you guys guess as to whether or not we are telling the truth or a lie. And with that, I Infinity. That is Grande Patron. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and we'll see you on the next episode of Fun with Hats. As we get ready to start again, I wanted to thank all of our viewers out there, especially the new ones, for, of course, watching the RSG channel. Now, for those of you that are new here, RSG is a very professional gaming channel, and we are here to provide you quality content. And so I wanted to give you a little bit of a rundown of everything that RSG covers regularly. So from Mondays to Fridays during the 12 o'clock Eastern Time hour, we have on YouTube a live stream that we call the RSG Lunch Hour. Now this is there to get you through the doldrums of the day, largely covers Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes as our primary game, but we talk about anything and everything for you. Now on Mondays, we do have Marbles Monday. Now Marbles is a fun interactive Twitch game that, if you are not familiar with, is really, really fun. And the way we do it at RSG is always a little bit different than the normal play. So please come out on Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time and join us for Marbles on Stream. On Tuesday nights, we have our Don't Starve Together Tuesdays. And it's just what it sounds like, Don't Starve Together on Tuesday nights. And that's what we do at 8 p.m. Eastern Time with a great group of friends from the community. On Wednesday nights on YouTube at 8 p.m. Eastern Time is our longest running Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes live stream, which covers the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes game. It is the longest running live stream in the galaxy for the game. So if you guys are interested in that or just want to check out what the game is about, make sure to head to that on our YouTube channel. On Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we have coverage of State of Survival, another mobile app game. And so if you guys are interested in fighting zombies and surviving the apocalypse, make sure you check that out on YouTube. At 10 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturdays, we have Jedi Academy. Jedi Academy is a Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes based stream. It's a pure question and answer stream done and hosted by RSG with a great group of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes content creators there to answer questions for the community for about 2 hours. So if you want to have your questions answered about this mobile game, head to our channel on YouTube on 10 a.m. Eastern Time and make sure that you are there to get your questions answered. On Twitch at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we have our D&D campaign right here. You guys are watching that now, and we really appreciate it and hope you guys are enjoying it, and we will continue to do this at 8 p.m. Eastern. Then on Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube, we have our Star Wars Dungeons & Dragons campaign. That's right, 2 Dungeons & Dragons campaign, our regular, normal D&D 5e on Saturdays, and Star Wars on YouTube. So make sure you check that out as well. And then at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Twitch, we have our Sunday Night Gaming. Now, this is where we will rotate different games and just have fun with a group from the RSG community, and of course with you guys in chat. Some will be interactive, some will just be fun, some will be ridiculous. But even beyond all of these, from a Monday to Sunday schedule, we will have random streams throughout the week, both on YouTube and on Twitch. So make sure that while you guys are here on Twitch, you hit that follow button so you can get notified whenever we go live. And with that, we're about to get started here with our Dungeons & Dragons stream. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this little break, taken some time off, and get ready for the second half of the campaign. And on that note, I am Infinity with Reality Skewed Gamers. Thank you guys for watching and hope you enjoy the second half.
And we're back.
Go.
And bad wrong.
And that's how we start.
You smoke the whole thing.
And that's how we're starting. It's fantastic.
No.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're nerds. I mean...
Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, so we are getting ready. I think we're missing Allie, so I'll wait till she gets
Yeah,
back.
Allie said she would just be a minute. She's on her
We'll
way.
give her a minute. That's fine.
Okay. This is going to be interesting.
Or is it?
Yeah, it is. It's going to be... This is... Yeah.
Well, just remember, your healer's passed out back at the inn.
Yeah, I know. This is fantastic. And what did we do? We split the party. The party is sufficiently split because we have a passed out cleric.
And roll 20.
I know. This has always worked out well for the group. It's always been a good decision to split the party, you know, because that's the way it's supposed to be or something.
I was actually expecting everybody to go to bed.
It was like noon.
It was noon.
I thought it was nighttime.
It was the other 12 o'clock.
Well, sure is that.
King
Hey,
Orc.
drinking. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You were day drinking. You day drunk on us. Just
Morning.
straight up.
You
It's
have,
5 o'clock somewhere.
you have
was
done that
channeling my
yourself,
inner dwarf.
Anakin.
I was channeling my inner dwarf. That's what I did.
Sure.
I mean, that's one way to look at it. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Even the dwarves not drinking dwarven spirits during the day.
Mm-mm.
Alright, let's do this work. Alright. You guys are making your way to Nimma's house. So you guys, after going to the north end of the Lion Lot, you approach the humble abode that Sleeves directed you towards. The green painted wood walls are streaked with dirt washed down by the rain. A sign hanging on the front door reads, "Sickness within, do not disturb." Curtains at the windows all appear to be closed.
Can we stay far enough away that we wouldn't look like we were trying to approach the house yet?
Mm-hmm.
All All right. I'm gonna look at Critty, the sheriff. Critty, about how long would it take for you to run back to the inn and fetch the rest of them?
Well, if I don't stop and talk to anybody along the way, I guess about an hour.
No, it'll take you about 30 minutes straight there, if that.
I talk a lot, though.
That's what I'm saying. 30 minutes normally without saying anything.
If I don't talk to anybody, maybe 30 minutes.
Well, this is going to be your first major role you play here in the event. Going to need you to go back, get the rest of them, bring them here. Make sure you tell Balin it's very important they wake Dromsel up. Hadlin will be able to help with that. He suffered a hangover or two in his life.
Can I walk up to Critty?
Yeah, you can see them. You can approach them.
Hi, Critty.
Hi.
Thank you again for your help today. Isn't it fun to be on an adventure? It's your very first big adventure within the adventure. I need you to remember everything we went through.
What the hell? I'm sorry, Jason. What was that? That was some Monty Python shit right there, man. Jason, good lord. That was great.
I need you to remember everything we went over this morning. It's very, very, very important. If not, you will not be able to have quite the adventure you're expecting. Mm-hmm. So I need you to proceed quickly and remember the exercises we did in training yourself not to stop and speak. Even if people stop to speak to you, you need to remain determined to be maybe the savior of some sort in your adventure. Mm-hmm. Can you remember?
I'm going to be fast and sneaky quiet. I'm not going to talk to people, and I'm not going to tell people I'm on an adventure.
Very, very good. Now, do you think it would is safe for you to be carrying your pouch?
Oh, sure. I carry pouches full of black powder all the time.
I would be glad to hang on to that for you. I would hope it wouldn't slow you down.
Oh, yeah, you can have some.
Thank you. I will take
that powder at home.
Wonderful. I will. Thank you. I will keep it safe. You carry on, venture hard, and come back quickly with the
Balin to wake up Drom. Got it.
And bring them here.
Bring all the group.
Got it.
Bring all of our group back that are on our adventure.
Even
I know you're going to do wonderful.
You want Tobar too?
Yes.
Yes, I believe that we need everyone. I believe we need everyone together.
Okay, got it.
Carry on. Speedily.
All right, Pretty, you take off like a mad person. Now, Pretty, on your way there.
Here come all the sirens.
Roll an attention check.
Yes, pretty much.
Perception.
No, it's going to be a saving throw. Let me think what I want to do here.
I think it's an ADD saving throw.
Constitution is basically a concentration saving throw.
It's a Ritalin check.
Yeah, I make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 19.
Oh, wow.
That
was some good cocaine.
You resist the urge for the first part. For the first part of the of the path, you are really, really focused. You're almost there. You just need to make one more check. So make one more check
Cocaine is
for me,
one
please.
hell of a drug.
It's a hell of a drug. Stick us to the ichus. You want to tuck it up, Critty, with the old boy Rick James? Yeah. So roll one more time.
Roll what?
Come on, Critty, you got this.
I didn't hear what you want me to roll.
Roll a Constitution save again.
Okay.
Not bad.
Ooh, F your couch.
Good enough. Good enough. Good enough.
Way to go, Critty.
I start getting a little distracted, but I'm like, no.
You fight the urge. The
Get another line.
Badrongo, I'm going to swear to God, man, I'm going to mute you. After I kill your character in a horrible way. Oh my god, man. RSG does not condone drug use in any form of capacity except for weed. Weed's fine. Smoke weed.
Yeah, drugs are bad, kid.
Wait.
Really
Half
bad.
the time you
Don't
talk
be
about
bad.
hookers and blow.
I was gonna say, isn't that like the catchphrase of RSG?
Listen, this is not
He's got
about...
a point
Hold
there.
on. This isn't about me. I'll be fine.
Blowing bubble gum.
Oh, come on. This ain't a crack pipe. We all know that.
Or is it? All right, so Critty, you do a great job.
I mean, you only use it for snow caps. That's all you use it
All right, moving on. Critty, you come running in. You're just you get right to the end. You walk in, and the first person you see the barkeep. You see, it's starting to get a little bit more packed with people, but you see Hadlin immediately. He's sitting there by the fireplace, smoking his pipe and just drinking an ale and just relaxing. Hadlin, you see her come in, and she looks at you, and you look at her. Critty,
I look the other way.
too late. She's made eye contact. Critty, what do you do?
Alan, come
No!
on. Gotta come with me.
So Critty runs over to you, and what do you say, Critty?
I knew this was too good to be true.
I'm
What?
so hopped up that
What'd they do? Who's unconscious? Who's
It's not you, Hadlin. It's your kids. It's
You're
your
not
kids, Hadlin.
there.
Sorry. We gotta go back to the future.
Critty, you're muted.
Alan, you gotta come with me.
Oh, there
We
you
gotta
go.
get Balin and the others.
Well, I don't think we're gonna wake up Dromsel. He ain't moving.
Doesn't matter. Come on.
Do you go with her because she's going up the stairs?
Well, she's got to come back down the stairs.
All right, so you just
I gotta finish things up, you know. I gotta pay the barkeep, you know. Come on, Critty. It'll take him a minute to get down
Grabbing
here.
your arm and dragging you towards her.
well, she's trying. Make a strength check there, Critty.
We're drinking on the house, dude.
Yeah, Adeline, make a strength check. Yeah, you're just sitting there, like he just has his arm out like this, and you're just like pulling on it, and he's not moving at all, and he's sitting there just.
It would be rude if I didn't pay for the stuff. I gotta pay.
He's
I'll
not
be
even.
ready.
He's not. You are like starting to sweat. You're trying to pull so hard, and he's just not.
I am actually paying and getting things ready. I do see that she's trying to be urgent.
She's just jumping up and down. So the barkeep comes over. I mean, the waitress comes over, collects your money, gives you the change, and is just looking at you strangely as Critty's sitting there jumping up and down and turning red in the face. And she's trying to pull your arm out of your socket. It's not budging at all.
Yeah, I make sure to leave a good tip. And, pound the rest of my ale, and all right, let's go. What are you waiting for?
You almost
Critty?
fall
Come
over,
on.
Critty, as you're just like. You guys go upstairs and you go into
Ranger?
the room. Yes.
Sorry, really quick. The roll 20 is on like the wrong window on the right panel. It has the menu tab. Over the chat one.
You know, if it's not one thing, it's a mother frickin' other. There we go. All right, roll 20. I'd like you to work. You know.
Because Rona.
My Rona. All right.
Is it still black screen? I'm just wondering.
What's that?
For us, yes. For
Yes.
us, it's a black screen.
Intentionally
Yep.
black. Okay, good.
Yeah. For us, it's black.
I just want to make sure.
Yep. All right, so you guys go hauling upstairs. Hadlin, you're leading the way. Critty, you can get around him because he's like this big tank in front of you. You're jumping up and down like, gotta go. And he just slowly walks in, opens the door, and you guys walk in. You see Togar Pin thinking of something, and Dromsel's still passed out, and Balin's just sitting there reading his book, and they see you guys come walking in. They kind of look up for a second, and Critty, what do you say?
Balin, I'm on a mission. We gotta wake up Drum and we gotta take Tobar. We gotta go. I'm on a mission.
Where do we have to go?
We have to go to the Iron Lot and we have to meet up with everybody else because they said that I was on a mission and this is my first mission. I am not gonna fail.
I'm gonna start getting up. I'll put away my book, and as I'm moving toward Dromso, what is at the Iron Lot? What is that?
Well, we were talking to Sleeve, and he told us that we needed to talk to a powder lady, And the powder lady, I don't know her, but she lives in the iron lot, and everybody's outside her house, and they said we needed you, so you gotta come. This is my first mission. I'm not gonna let them down.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go over to Dromzel. I guess I don't have a choice. I am going to attempt to make a medicine check on Dromzel.
Go for it.
To see what I need to do to wake him up.
I mean, if I know of
13?
like some weird remedy, but I doubt it.
You do, but you know you don't have the ingredients for that here.
Diet Coke and Excedrin.
No, something much
Cletus,
worse.
it's time to make some wake-up juice.
That's pretty much what it is.
But I know something could wake him up. Do I know if
restoration would do it?
Would taking damage or anything like that wake him up?
Not a chance in hell.
Okay.
You think you might be able to get some of that famous dwarven wake-up juice? Catalina, you don't know if the barkeep has the ingredients.
I mean, we can try talk to the barkeep, but still got to be something to do with him. He kind of went down quick, like something.
So you talk to the barkeep and see if we can get that. Critty, can we make it to the iron lot with the horse and carriage?
It's really hard to move around the whole town with a horse and carriage. I mean, we could, but it'd probably take a really long time.
Would it be faster than dragging around an orc?
If he doesn't wake up, he's staying here. We're not moving him.
But they told me to.
Did Ashira tell you this?
No, Alanat did. She said
Okay, you're good then. We'll just do this.
All right, you go downstairs, Helen, to the barkeep. He's like,
all right,
what's going on there, friend?
Well, apparently, I don't know. We need some wake up juice for that stupid orc friend of mine. There's a couple gold in it for you.
He's like, all right, go see my mom.
And I'm laughing too.
He's like, go see my mom. She's got all that kind of chemical stuff you might be looking for.
Oh no. Balin, do I have to go, or can I go get?
No one else is there. It's just you. He's told you to do it.
If you're calling for me, you have to come back to the room.
Yeah, he won't hear you.
Oh God. Okay, I'll go talk to the room. Yeah.
I can see it. Paddling at the bottom of the stairs, all no, all claptrap style.
Right.
The rooms are kind of along the route, right? To the old lady.
I know I did not
right?
go well with this lady. She did not like me, so that's why I was thinking of someone else.
All right, you go up and you go to the area where the baths are, and you see her. She's sitting there knitting and stuff.
Hello.
Hello.
I need some wake-up juice for my orc friend. And I smile real big.
It's like, how do you now?
Please?
Well, you've got nice manners. And
I look like it was kind of uncomfortable for me to say that.
She's like, all right, that'd be, she kind of reaches into her pocket, starts looking around for stuff. Like, I do happen to have some. It's going to cost you 3 gold there, buddy. Stuff doesn't come cheap.
Okay. We can go with 3 gold. I can do that.
No, I said 3 gold.
Oh, 3? Okay. I count out 3, hand it to her.
All right, leave me to you, friend.
This direction, and I point with my hand. Please, this direction.
Oh, all right, don't have to be rude.
I don't know if she's actually hearing me, so I'm assuming she's not. And I just keep pointing and walking. I might be being rude. So,
I mean, young man, you might have Tourette's. What's wrong with you?
Okay, I'll start going a little bit faster and being a little bit less pointed. Balin!
She goes walking. You just start hearing Balin!
I'll go look outside the door as I hear Helen
Help
calling
me!
Smelt you? What's wrong with you? I'm convinced you have the devil in you.
I start walking quicker.
Okay, I open the door and try to look to the direction.
You do, and
that
you see
Hadeline-
them coming down with the lady, and she's walking behind him, and, you know.
Oh, hello, you.
Did your friend just cuss at me? Oh, he's so nice. And she just walks in. Good to see you again. As she walks by, she slaps you right on the ass, Finn.
Thank you very much for coming. He is passed the out.
He sure is. All right, what seems to be the problem? What did he drink? What did he drink?
He drank some of that dwarven crap.
Pretty, what are you doing here? Pretty, you're awfully quiet.
I just love my friends so much.
These are your friends? How the beep did that happen? Are you sure these are your friends, Critty?
Yeah, she is definitely one of our friends.
All right. Critty, we have to have a talk later on about choosing friends. Although this one, she slaps you on the ass again. Slaps Finn on the ass again. This one I like. He knows how to talk to a lady. All right, what did he have? What did he have?
He had some of that dwarven crap downstairs. Knocked him completely
Oh
out.
no, not dwarven spirits, was it?
Mm-hmm. That is what it was.
Oh boy. This is going to be really, really, really bad. She goes on the table, and then she looks down and she sees that there's something written here. It's like, he slowly undressed her with his eyes, and oh my, who wrote this? Who wrote this? This is good.
The dwarf
I actually started writing, okay?
And she's looking at it right now. She's like, oh, why? Oh, I might have to read this when this comes out.
Somehow the dwarf is embarrassed.
I will make sure to give you a copy of that.
Oh, don't flatter me. It might lead to something. All right, this is going to be horrible. She's like, she starts mixing some stuff together, and she's like, oh boy, this is going to be bad. All right. I'm going to need you to unbuckle his pants and pull them down a little bit, please.
Bow, tickle, bow,
I'm not going to be any part of this.
She looks at you. Just trust me. You'll need to do this.
I'm doing it.
All right. So
I'll go. I guess she needs the butt exposed, so I'm gonna roll him over and then try to undo his armor with whatever skill I can to try and undo armor as one that has no idea how armor works.
And then
sorry, Throm, you're getting a probe in.
No. So
you
she's
think
like,
it'll work?
She's like, all right, everyone. She actually pulls out a couple candles and lights them, and she's like, all right, I need everybody to leave the room. It's up to you. I need you to hold the door open. Once I pour this, I'm going to be coming running out. I need you to shut the door after me. Do you understand this, cutie? She's looking at you, Balin.
Yes, I understand.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, you want to be my man? Good. We'll talk later. All right. She's like, she turns she turns him on the side to where he's not on the side, butt facing the wall, turns his head, opens his mouth, and she's like, she holds the concoction over there. She's like, all right, everybody out!
Okay, I'll move right over to the door and keep the door ready to close. And
then she pours all the contents into the mouth, and then drops the bottle. You've never seen an old woman. She's very spry. Runs out. Shut the door!
And as soon as she leaves, I close the door.
And you hear the biggest. First of all, you hear ah! Ah! from Dronsel, and then the biggest fart you have ever heard in your life. Dronsel, it feels like all of the air and gas inside you has come out. There is vapors that are burning your eyes coming out of your mouth and nostrils, and your butt hurts like it's never felt before. So, and you are immediately like, and I mean, you guys hear this sound, and then even through the door, the smell is awful. Everybody make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh God.
Ah!
She's the one we needed to stay awake.
So, Critty, the smell is so bad, you pass out.
Oh no.
Palin, you don't
Someone try
pass.
and catch her so she don't fall down the stairs or something.
Yeah, you
stupid.
catch her.
Okay, good.
Palin, the smell is so bad for you that you actually vomit a little bit. You didn't have really anything inside your system, so it's not that bad, but a little bit of puke comes out of you. And the old woman just slapping you on the back, but then she slowly moves it to your butt and just slapping you on the butt, you know. Oh, it'll be all right there, you. Dromzel, you wake up after about a minute or two. You just, your eyes, tears are coming out of your eyes, snot's coming out of your nose, and you're just in there like, and you kind of look around, your pants are down your ankle. The smell in the room is ungodly. You don't know who made this smell, but all you know is that is awful.
Wow.
But
I
it's
open a window.
Yeah, you see that your pants are pulled down to about your knees. And so you do your pants, and then you open a window, and you can see the candles are burning brightly. After a couple of minutes, she's like, all right, I think it's safe to go in. You first. She looks at you, Adeline.
Oh, shit. Alright, I plug my nose and cover my mouth and go in.
What do you do with Critty? You're holding her right now.
Yeah, I'll hand her to Balin or something.
Balin, you're holding Critty, and she kind of
I'll attempt to wake her up.
You give her a little slap on the cheek, she wakes up. Critty, you wake up, you're like, what?
How'd I get here? Mommy?
That was the dwarven spirits leaving him.
It was an exorcism?
Something like that, it seems.
Yes, she was in a way. Dromzel, you are -1 to your constitution at the moment. You see Dromzel just sitting there. He's got sweat coming out of him. His eyes are watering. Snot's everywhere. He's in there.
Hurry up, you fool! Get out of the room! Blow the candles out! Let's go!
That's all Howland says as soon as he comes running in.
I get right out of the room, shut the door again.
And I point, when I go out and get back looking presentable, I'll point at whoever's in the hallway and says,
"Door shut."
Well, when I get back outside.
Okay. So you open the door, and then you see see Balin holding Critty, she's laying on the ground, and he's holding her. She's just like laying there, like the old woman's sitting there, just kind of looking at you with a smirk. Hadlin's sitting there, just looking disgusted. Balin's just, you see, he looks a little pale.
I look at the old lady, say thank
Tagar
you,
just looks like he's just having the time of his life.
You know, this never happened.
Oh, I'm afraid it did, dear.
Yeah, it left quite the impact on my nostrils. It definitely happened.
I'm gonna go. For Dromzel. I'm gonna go over to the old lady.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna say, no, this never happened, and I'm gonna give her a kiss on the cheek.
As you go to give her a kiss on the cheek, she just grabs you, Finn, by the neck, flips you over, and gives you the biggest kiss you've ever got. Yeah, you get tongue.
Please,
wow.
Make a perception check, Finn.
Oh God, is it like a snake tongue? What the hell am I percepting? 13.
You're about to roll a STD check.
You think for a moment a shimmer in her appearance. She actually looks like a very strong, powerful built woman, but beautiful.
I thought you were making him roll a perception check to see if she slipped him the tongue or not.
She did slip him the tongue, but for a minute
Adam's apple.
you and only you see this for a second. But it was, I mean, like a nanosecond. You're just like, what the?
Yep.
Wait a second, that's not a woman, that's a man, baby.
It's a woman, all right. And then she lifts you up. I mean, literally lifts you up with incredible strength and puts you down. Like, oh, she know how to make an old woman feel good. All right, my work says done. And then she just goes scampering off. You see Bailey just sitting there.
Before she leaves.
Just disheveled.
Yeah, but before she leaves, I want to subtle cast Detect Magic and see if I sense anything.
Do a sleight of hand check.
I don't need to. Subtle cast with the sorcery point. No.
Oh, that's right. You sorcery point. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm just casting Detect Magic and looking in her direction.
It's a powerful magic coming off of her.
Okay. That's all I wanted to do. I'm gonna say, and remember, this never happened, and I'm gonna wink at her. That's it.
She gives you the nod, and she walks away.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, which nod? The nod that I usually get, or the nod that he usually gets?
The nod that I get with this lady.
Yeah, she's special. I'll see you later on tonight. Nod.
Hey Finn, real quick, is there a way to put negative ability modifiers in D&D Beyond? That way I can keep track of it here.
Yes, I'm trying to remember where. Hold on, let me see if I can remember where it is. There is a way you can put temporary.
That way I don't. Yeah. Well, I was looking in there and it just shows like, the blinded charm.
Yeah, there's a specific area where you can put temporary things. I'll try and figure it out as we continue.
All right. You guys get downstairs. You guys gonna get yourself situated. Critty, you've kind of composed yourself again after your first awful experience of your life that you can remember in this adventuring group. And you guys get on the road and you head toward the iron area with the house. And there you go. All right, so you guys come up and you meet up. It's about 4 in the afternoon at this point. And you guys meet up with Reed, Ashara, and Allie, who are somewhere off on the side looking at this house. And you guys all head over there. There's people walking everywhere, but you guys form up a little alley. You guys form a little group there. So you guys all meet up there.
Have we noticed anything about people coming in and out of the house?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Other than what I told you initially is all you've seen so far.
No movements of the curtains or anything?
Nope.
How does Balance makeup look?
How does what?
My lipstick is a little... I'm wearing lipstick now that's a little smudged. Yeah,
no,
I have a little bit of
doesn't
lipstick
have
that's
any
smudged
lipstick
now.
on him or anything. There's none of that nonsense.
All right. So
there's 4 handprints on his ass.
Yeah.
Critty told us to come over here. What is going on?
Well, the woman that lives here, this Dima, she's apparently one of the more gifted of the explosives people. And she's been out of work for a few weeks. So something just feels off about the whole situation. So
Yeah, she's sick. Don't you see the signs? Stay away. She's sick.
If you're sick that long, you're normally dead.
Did you
who has medicine?
Well, I looked at
Yeah,
Dromsel.
that would be me.
You do know a little bit, being a cleric stuff, that there are some diseases in the world that could persist for a long time. So that's actually not quite true of a statement.
Did you see anything in the house?
Haven't been up to the house yet.
How?
We're staying behind. We're kind of scouting the house. We must probably appoint a representative to go forward towards the house.
How big is the house from like the outside? Like, can we see like how in the front facing? How wide is it? How deep does it look? Where we are?
It looks like a normal gnomish house. I mean, it's nothing. I mean, I described it. It's a normal house. It doesn't look anything. Just think suburbia, man.
2-story?
1 story.
Well, what I'm thinking is this. I think that Alanath and I each take one side of the house. We stay back a bit. We try to hide ourselves. We'll try to look to see if anything happens. And I'm thinking that Sharon Balin, maybe the two of you go up, knock on the door. Say if you heard of our Lord and Savior, the Raven Queen. Try to see if anybody in the house will talk to you for a bit. We'll see if there's any movement. Give us an idea at least of what might be going on.
That sounds like a good idea to me. Maybe we should also bring Drumzel to help us in case she is actually sick.
The only way I think we should approach a sick person's house that's that, presumably she's actually sick, is if we have a way to cure it, because I'm not getting infected. I got a lot more beer to drink.
Don't think there's much concern.
What else do we know about the lady that is here? Critty, do you know anything more about her?
No, I've never met her before.
How there are artisans, yeah? Is that what
She's a powder artisan.
A powder artisan.
Yeah, so she works with black powder a lot. Maybe if we did something with the powder that I just gave to Alana?
Well, I mean,
hopefully
you
we
did
don't
by chance ask the people that sent you here what she was suffering of, did you?
They didn't write no. They just said that she'd had
You said you
sick for weeks.
You gave Alana blasting powder? Do you know what that is, Alana?
I'm going to learn about it. It seemed very important at the time, and I wanted to reduce any weight on her as she ran back. We needed your help tremendously.
Okay,
So,
let's get the blasting powder away from you, because it could make you go boom.
You need to keep that away from fire. It is.
Yes.
It is an explosive.
And
I agree.
But if you don't know anything about it, you don't know how to care for it and keep it safe. We could show you how if you want to learn, but you just keeping a blasting powder on you because you want to learn about it could be very dangerous, is all I'm saying.
So maybe we should give it to the dwarf until we have a chance to learn about it?
You are familiar with blasting powder.
Or Critty.
Critty's familiar with it
I
too.
was just holding on to it for Critty.
Yes.
And so I'm giving it back to Pretty now that she's here.
Okay,
I was
perfect.
trying to make her more speedy and, you know, just hold on to it for her in case she stopped and talked to someone for a very long time. And
I did a really good job, though.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, you did, Critty. You did well.
we're so very proud of you, me especially. And here's your powder back.
Okay.
Reed, would you be able to, before going around the house, check the front door? If she's been in here for weeks, and we do know that something has happened with explosives, and she maybe the house was already broken into before we got here. If there was a sign, it is very easy to hide that. Are you able to see if there's been any tampering with the door or the windows before we try to knock?
I walk over to Reed, I just turn to Reed and kind of nod to him, or express.
Well, we've been observing the house a good hour and a half now. We didn't see any movement or.
But not
anything.
now. Maybe it was last week or something like that. Whoever got the explosives in order to freeze Sken probably did so a while ago. So.
Part of it, though, is also if there is something wrong in there, I don't want to tip them off yet.
That is true.
Agreed.
That's why I figured if Ali and I, she takes the east, I take the west, get into a spot we can observe as much of the house as possible. Hadlin, if you stay back a bit. Dromzel, I think that maybe you stay with Hadlin.
Yeah, but it might just be just a house with a sick lady in it.
And that's what I'm hoping for. If that's the case, then Sharon Balin can call you over to hopefully do something for her.
Ranger,
How
it's about
long have
30
you guys
minutes,
been casing
right?
the place?
It's about what?
I know you don't know this woman in particular. But you're so chatty, and everyone in the town loves you so. And I know that you haven't been here, but would you be willing to go to the door and just knock and see if she might come to you, because you seem the most friendly of the group?
The only reason I wouldn't want Critty going over first is because she is so well known in the town.
This is true.
So the thing is, if there's others in the house besides the woman we're looking for, I don't want her presence tipping them off.
Good advice. Well, Badrongo, excuse me.
Badrongo.
Togar, you're so charismatic, and would you be willing to go forth?
He is engrossed in writing his book.
Shall I go forth and read my poems?
No, it is about. Okay, you stay behind. This is.
Yeah, Togar, I was thinking that maybe, since Critty likes to read so much, perhaps she could peruse some of what you've written already. Sort of give you some grammar checks or something.
Two lonely elves converged on a dragon's wood. And sorry he couldn't quite as both. And he's a big boy. Long he stood. And
On that
locked
note,
down
I start moving
both
towards the door.
as hard he
I start moving
could.
towards the door.
We are all, he's speaking by himself right now.
Yeah.
We all
I'm moving
walk-
towards the
Then I
door.
went
Just
in
look
the
at Alan now.
You
underbrush.
see, as you see, there's a
that
couple
way.
people walking by Togar. They look at you like, "You filthy pervert." and one lady with her kid just starts walking faster away.
For her kids' ears.
I'll move away.
Earmuffs.
I'm going to turn to Reed and say, Reed, I know that it's always best for me to stay behind, but do you think this would be a good time for me to approach the pool?
Oh, like I said, if we send Balan and Shara, the two of them have a built-in excuse. We're here on behalf of the Raven Queen. We heard you were sick.
I
The
agree.
Raven Queen says it's not your time, blah, blah, blah. Besides that, your elfin eyes going to be a big asset to try and see. Because when there's a knock at the door, if anything happens in Windus,
They just
no, she's not alone.
seemed a little hesitant, so thought I would volunteer.
I appreciate it. Big thing is going to be if you see any movement in the windows.
Yes, agreed. I've been here a while watching.
All right.
It's been so, Ranger. What I was asking earlier. It took about 30 minutes to get to the house, right?
Once they got about 30,
From the
35
inn.
minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
So 30 for her to get to you.
And then 30
Yeah,
minutes.
it's been an hour
to
for you guys.
exercise,
I was
drop.
trying to see how long it took if my detect magic wore off, but it was 30 minutes. It wore off a while ago. So
Yeah,
that's
it
why I
wore
was
off.
just checking.
It's worn off.
Yep. Okay. So, all right. I'm going to, before I do that, I'm going to sack a first level spell for another sorcery point.
Okay.
And then, yeah, that's just the only thing I'm doing right now until I hear from Reed and Allie.
All right. So you guys, who's approaching the door?
No one right now. I think we're waiting for Reed and Allie to case the outside first.
All right. Reed, which way are you going?
I guess to the east.
Okay.
Headed to the west.
All right. So. This is all you.
Do we need to put our characters on there or no?
I'll tell you when.
Okay.
All right. Allie, put your character here.
I'm still seeing black screen. Give me 1 second. I can see the ping and part of the map, but
That's right.
Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be.
Okay.
So
black.
put your
That's the
character.
fog of war, so that's the area you haven't seen yet. But what you can see of the map is where you can see so far.
And you want me here?
I'll place your character. Oh, there you go. So we'll say you go to about right there. You make a perception check.
Lovely.
Okay, you don't see anything or hear anything. All right, Reed.
Same place?
Nope. You said you went to the other side.
Yeah, so yeah, about same level though on the other side. Though.
Yeah. That's what you can see. Make a perception check.
Trying to move stuff around screen to screen. Hold on. Perception check.
You wouldn't mind.
12.
Yeah, you don't really hear or see anything either.
Can I also stealth to make sure I'm not seen?
Yes, make a stealth check. Allie, you do the same thing.
28.
Yeah, you disappear into the shadows of the world.
What did you say?
Make a stealth check for me. Okay. All right. You guys check. You don't hear anything. You don't see anything on the sides of the house here. Now what?
I'm going to.
I'm gonna stay put until Alan and Ashira go up and knock.
All right. You guys get into position and wait.
Okay. How long? I guess I'm gonna wait for a second. How long is it? About a minute or so.
It takes a couple minutes for them to go to the side of the house, look around. They
couple minutes. Okay.
They come and give you the nod that there's nothing there.
Okay. I'm going to motion. Before I go to the door, I'm gonna motion for Reed to maybe slowly come back here because I need to tell him something. So I'm gonna wait for him to come closer for a second.
Okay. Reed comes a little bit closer.
I assume Reed comes closer.
Reed, do you come closer?
Close enough. I mean, can he even see where I was?
Make a perception check.
I know he went down that direction, so I'm going to be kind of just motioning for him to come closer.
He wants you to come back.
Yeah.
I will. Oh God.
You'll see me, but I don't see you at all.
I'll
waving
stick to the
nothing.
shadows, and I'll get within 10 feet or so, and I'll sort of toss a little pebble in his direction.
Okay. 30 feet away from me in the ground, I'm going to use mold earth to write in like a little square. Check for back door. I'm gonna put it just in a dirt, and that's it. 30 feet from where I am, down that direction.
All right. So. You see that message, Reed?
I'll head down towards the back.
Okay.
Slowly and very stealthily.
Okay.
Look to see if there's a back door.
That's what she said. There is no back.
I can hear Bad Rongo laughing from Garrus.
All of us check the back door.
This is like the best part of some of these. Like literally, we can hear Bad Rongo laughing from Garrus.
You are not able to find a back door. There's no back door. Just windows. You see the two windows on your side too that you saw there previously, Reed. Same thing with the alley, but they're shut and there's no movement or anything. And the curtains are black, so you can't see in.
I'll wait a minute, and then I will cast Mold Earth again, and in that same 30-foot spot, I'll change it to say 1 pebble yes, 2 pebbles no, while he's doing whatever, and I'll just leave it there, and I'm going to wait for pebbles to be thrown.
All right.
So it's 1 pebble yes, 2 pebbles no?
Yes.
Yep.
I'll toss 2
Yeah, but
small
what
pebbles.
if a halfling going next to you? As Reed slides by you on the ground.
All right, you have your answer.
Okay, so you throw 2 pebbles. So nobody really knows what the hell I'm doing, so I come back over to Ashira and say, I told Reed to check for a back door. So if there's something inside, there's no other way to leave, so let's go ahead and go to the door. I'll let you do the talking since you're technically officially Raven Queen. I'm still waiting, but I'll follow your lead.
I was thinking maybe I would disguise myself as Sleep Spider-Man.
Okay. Finn
Oh,
knows
no, I
something
was just
here
thinking about
that
going
I need
up
to
and
check.
knocking on the door like every normal person.
So disguise self. She's trying to turn into a gnome. That's a size smaller, so you're not going to be able to do that.
You
But
can't do it.
Okay.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
You would know that with your spell too. Just
Then let's go knock on the door.
All right. So you guys put
I mean,
your
like, to the passerby, I mean, they think we're a bunch of vagrants casing the joint.
Are there any windows on the front wall?
No.
Okay.
So put Shira, Finn, and Balin, put your characters on the near the door here.
Okay. Before we approach, by the way, I am going to turn on detect magic.
Okay. You don't sense any magic.
Okay. I'm just going to keep it running as we're doing our stuff. That's my one free use of that. So let me go ahead and mark that off because I'm not doing that subtle cast or anything. 1 second. There it is. Okay. And...
Okay, sure. Put your character on there.
I'm having technical difficulties.
Make sure to grab it from the text and not the picture when you drag the character sheet.
There you are.
I think you'll be on the other side of me in front of the door, and I'll be right next to you.
Outside?
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just put you guys close to the door like this. Okay, you guys, who's going to knock on the door?
She'll be knocking, though. So.
Okay. Oh, she's going to be knocking then?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Sure, you go. Oh, there we go. All right, Ashira, you go on. You going to knock on the door?
I guess before she does that, let me do an investigation just to see if there's been any, with my untrained eyes, any tampering or anything with the doors.
Okay.
Can I put on the armor of agates?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. And then, yeah, I'm ready to knock on the door when you...
Natural 1 on an investigation. That's, yeah.
You think that this is a door?
Okay. Everything looks okay.
It's a very good door.
And that how proud the
I mean,
Raven... And how proud the Raven Queen is of you for noticing this amazing door that is in front of you, that has presented itself to you. All right.
I'm gonna hold out. I'm gonna hold my statuette of the Raven while we're doing this. So
okay. All right.
Knock, knock.
No answer.
God, I really hope you're saying it and not knocking. Like, part of me really wants that to happen.
So you knock on the door and say, knock, knock. No response.
Perception check
Get
to
in the
hear...
heavy Russian accent.
Can I do a perception check to hear anything inside while she says that?
I can tell you right now, you don't hear anything.
Okay.
I knock louder.
All right, you really knock on and go, knock, knock.
Like that.
Okay.
Knock, knock, bitches.
On the door, baby.
You hear a muffled, sounds like a woman's voice, like, like, hello.
Are you okay?
No, I'm sick.
Can we help you? We have a healer here with us.
No, I've seen one. No, I'm fine.
But you are sick. You need healer.
No, I'm contagious. Go away.
Inside check.
Make a check.
Sounds like the lady from the Dark Crystal.
19.
I'm gonna message you in Discord.
Okay.
If I can. Come on. Really?
You can private message through Zoom, right?
Yeah, but with his thing, it'll show up on the stream, so that's why. Because he logged in on his account, so.
Send it through the Zoom.
You can send it through Zoom, but it might show up, so. Yeah, if you want to do it through Zoom, you can too. Whichever is easier.
I say put it in the Twitch chat.
Whispers are the best part. And thank you, Corinth. Corinth coming in with a Twitch Prime sub, and I didn't miss it earlier. Jasa. Jasa had gifted a sub. Let me just find it in the list again.
Gifted it to
Dan underscore Dan2 underscore. So thank you, Jasa, for gifting the sub. All right. Got it.
This is our first whisper of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun. Yes, this might be our very first "You're all gonna die" whisper.
They're all gonna laugh at you.
Let me see.
Well, should we open up the door?
We have a new medicine for you to try. We were sent by friends. Can you?
Thank you, go away.
I can't see turnovers.
Okay.
Am I seeing any movement? Any of the windows on my side?
Nope.
Can I use a ranger spell slot at this point?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, okay, well, if you need, please come to the Raven Queen Temple, and I'm gonna start walking back. Dromzel's not with us, right? Dromzel's still standing back.
Oh yeah, I'm standing back at the street. Probably, I'd say
he's on the other side of the street, opposite the house. Yeah, you guys are
okay.
no one. They're just, yeah.
So
Can I see her? Can I see her through a window or anything?
There's no windows on the front door, so on the front wall. That's what I was looking for earlier. So I'm gonna start walking back.
Okay.
Say that if you need any help, please come to the Temple of the Raven Queen. We are here to help. We have a new remedy we're hoping to try.
Thank you.
And then I'll walk back over to Dromzel.
Sure, what are you doing? Are you just gonna stand there?
I'm kind of pulling Ashira to come.
Okay, Shira's gonna do it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm grabbing her hand and kind of pulling her along.
And they hop and skip across the road to the other side.
There is something wrong with what's inside that house. The lady there is not a gnome. I don't know what it is. I don't detect any magic. Do you have the ability to detect anything else in that house from the outside? I don't want to go breaking into somebody's house without knowing, but there's something definitely wrong about this.
Question. If I cast fairy fire on the house, would that outline the residence within?
What? No!
Why not?
What do you mean, what?
I think you would hit the building, everything on the building.
Yes, you have advantage on hitting the building.
Yeah. It's still open. You'd have to get inside and get the creature. But do you have a way of detecting anything else in the house?
Dromzel?
Possibly. What do you say is wrong in there?
Something just doesn't seem right. The lady there is definitely not a gnome.
If she's not a gnome, then she killed the gnome who lived there.
That is possible.
I think we should, or has the gnome tied up. I think we should definitely take a aggressive stance.
I can make my way in the house, but I would like to at least have a better idea of who is in there.
Dromzel, is there? I do not have anything. Dromzel, do you have anything for that?
Yeah, Ranger, Twitch chat is frozen, I think. Or Twitch is frozen.
Twitch is frozen.
OBS okay?
Oh.
Yeah, Twitch is frozen.
Sorry, I
Is
went to my
OBS okay?
desktop. So there we go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry about that, guys.
Shouldn't we get the guards? Do we have the right to just enter this house, even if we assume something's wrong?
We have the.
We have the badges.
But
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Does that allow us
We
right?
are investigating somebody for the black powder. I would imagine so.
Okay. From where I am, do I see any basement windows or a chimney?
Nope.
No chimney either?
There's a small little, like, exhaust for, like, a furnace or, like one of those cast iron stoves.
Okay,
But
like a
it's-
wood-burning stove. Type
Yeah,
thing.
it's got brick on it, but the top is like one of those small openings and stuff. So, it's gnomish design, so it's specifically designed that way.
I want to go over and I want to stand right next to a window, but, against the wall, so I can't be seen through the window, and I want to, still staying stealthed, get my ear as close to the window as I can to see if I can start hearing anything in the house.
One thing I'm going to do, by the way,
Hold
for
on,
that ranger.
Finn, hold on.
Well, okay.
Make a perception check.
22.
You don't hear anything.
Alright, I'm going to go to both sides of the house really quick
Before that, I was going to ask you something.
Go ahead, Grim.
Well, I'll be right back, because all
I was
I'm going to
just-
doing is I'm going to put the something is wrong in the dirt on both sides for Ali and Reed, and then just come back. I'm going to move to the side, 30 feet down, put it in the dirt, and put it on both sides.
Okay.
They'll see me kind of come there, do something with my hands, and then come back.
Okay.
So
you guys see that in the dirt, Allie and Reed.
So it'll say something's wrong, keep watch, and that's it.
Can I cast Primeval Awareness?
Yes, you can.
I would like to do that.
Okay, go ahead and cast it.
Bear with me. Hey, Ben, is this one that I have to do within the... Yeah.
You can just say what it is. It's just an action, so you can just tell Ranger what you do and click it if you want to give the description.
Yeah, I'm using a ranger spell slot to sense whether there's any aberrations, elementals, celestials, dragons, fae.
None of that is in the room.
No, I mean around the area.
No, there isn't.
I'm outside.
There is not.
Yeah, there's a whole list. You have the list, right?
Yeah, I can tell you right now.
Yeah.
Nothing like that is nearby.
That was a good call, though, Allie. That was a good call.
So do you have any way of detecting anything, Dromzel?
Well, I think I do have one thing I can do. Let's see here. Where is it? For one, if you say something's wrong here, I will walk over to the door and cast. Come on, Roll20.
Oh, that was a good one.
Why did you not cast that earlier?
Smart move.
Because nobody asked me to.
You would have to be near the house for that to get a.
I said I walk up to the door and I cast that.
He did hit the dwarven spirits a little hard earlier.
Right, so you walk by and cast
he's just coming in.
No, I specifically go close to the door because I'm guessing it's what, a brick, a
It
stone.
is a brick. It is brick.
Stone brick.
Yeah, but then there's the door, so.
If the door is wood, I can see further through it.
All right, so you cast the spells. You walk by near the door, and continue walking by, and then walk away. You do not detect any poisonous creatures, or diseases within that 30-foot area when you go by it.
All right, she's nuts. She's hiding.
Well, I don't know about you, but I didn't get anything from in there, so I think she's full of shit.
I agree.
Okay, let's.
You can always flush her
I
out.
gotta take that off of there.
We do have a couple of options, so we can.
I'm for flushing her out.
Reed and Ali are still on the sides watching. We can ask them to come back, or We can try to open the doors ourselves. Or I can go ahead and make my way in without damaging the door and see what's inside.
I like Hadelin's idea.
You just want to go bursting in?
No, Hadelin said flush her out.
Yeah, let's flush her out.
But how would you... how?
Well, I mean, we
would...
could go overkill and set part of the house on fire.
That is what I suspected he was talking about.
It would definitely get her out right away.
If we want to try and flush her out, there may be another way. I can make my way in and see if I can get her to come out the front door.
Okay.
Do I see like a drain pipe for the gutter or anything that I might be able to climb on the roof through?
No, you do not.
I don't see any way to get onto the roof.
You can get on the roof, but there's nothing. You can tell just by the way this is built. It doesn't have.
I smile at Balin. How'd you know I was going to say that?
I just want to get up onto the roof.
You'd have to climb up, and you'd have to use like some kind of. There's really not a good way to climb up there per se. You'd have to like use a barrel or something. Remember, you are small.
Windowsill and all that. I mean, it's
yeah.
it's
gonna make
it's
noise.
a gnome house. It can't be that tall.
Yeah, but it is for you.
I'm taller than a gnome.
I could fly up there.
Is there a tree nearby me?
No, there is not.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell Allie and Dromzel. Go ahead and try to make a distraction at the door. Maybe tell her that you brought the cleric to help her, and the Raven Queen told you that you had to be here. Get her to talk again. I'm going to try to sneak around the side of the house and then make my way in and get from behind her, and hopefully that'll flush her out. And
You meant Ashira.
take it from there. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Oh, did I say Allie? Sorry, Ashira and Dromzel.
Okay. Well.
Okay.
I don't know how well this is gonna work, but.
Dromzel, you feeling gassy again?
Be ready to. That would have been a good solution.
I might end up borrowing your deck.
Actually,
cards
you have
there,
no
Bob.
idea that. Oh yeah, you were there. You were there. All right. Yeah. All right.
Actually, come to think of it, hold on, Balin. Before you do that, let me borrow your deck of cards real quick.
I kind of look at you.
Don't worry, I'll give him right back.
I'll hand him over the deck of cards, kind of reluctantly.
Okay.
I'm gonna attempt to use augury with that deck, and ask if this is a smart course of action to the Raven Queen.
What are you using?
Ooh, interesting use.
Grim, what are you using?
The augury spell, it says, by casting gem inlaid sticks, rolling dragon bones, or laying out ornate cards, or employing some other divining tool, you receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action that you plan to take in the next 30 minutes. Wheel for good results, woe for bad results, wheel and woe for both good and bad results, or nothing. It's a second level divination spell.
What's it called?
Augury. Augury.
Can you flick it?
I got it.
Well, let's see. There we go. For some strange reason, it wouldn't the first time. Then it finally popped up with do you want to roll this over to Roll20? There we go.
And we are pulling out all the obscure spells tonight.
Oh,
Well,
dude, grabbing those cards, man. What?
It's a smart move.
it just clicked. I was like, oh, wait a second.
It's an interesting use.
Freaking, let's left field the DM tonight.
You get a result.
I think Balin has to help you too. You guys are now bonded
hold on,
with
hold
the
on.
cards.
You bonded?
The message you get is nothing with a caveat, hard to predict.
Hard to predict.
Not good or
Your
bad,
magic 8
but
ball
hard to
sucks.
predict. Actually, it's pretty good, actually. For
That's
most
pretty good.
gods.
It wasn't bad, so there's a chance
Yeah.
this works.
So I'll hand the deck back to you, and it's a nice set of cards. I might borrow them again.
If it's for the Raven Queen, I have no objection.
Well, let's do this.
Okay.
What are you doing?
So I'm gonna move over to the side, kind of over here.
Okay.
And Ashira and Dromzel are going to knock at the door and try to get her attention again.
Drums will place your token, please.
I'm going to, while they're making noise, attempt to stealth down the side of the house to find a window. So I'm hoping that I can get maybe advantage with the noise and stuff that's going on, but I'm going to try and find a window on the side of that house.
All right. So those two go up. I guess I assume, Ali, you're in position with your bow just for anything, and I'm assuming Tagar, you're in support as well.
I'm moving.
Sure.
And then Christy, Critty, you're there as well, just in support in the near the alley to run in.
Yeah, they should.
Okay.
Before leaving, told them to get ready to jump in.
Okay, so you before we get to you two, when you get over here, Balin, you look at this window. It is a gnome-sized window. You have no chance in hell of fitting through that.
I'm not trying to fit through there. I just need to see through it.
You can't see
That's all I
through
need.
it.
What do you mean? I
Covered
can't
in
see through the window.
curtains.
Black curtains.
Okay, I will continue to try and move down to see if I can find anything.
You get to over
Is there
here.
any-
You go to the back. There's no back door. You come over here. You see that this window is the same.
It's another window with black curtains.
Yep.
Okay. I have a plan, but I'm gonna
Do I see him as he's wandering past me?
Yeah.
I'll sort of reach out and touch him.
And you pee your pants. As Reed's
Well,
hand
I know
described.
Reed is somewhere
I
here.
know, but he just describes you, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
son of a bitch. Togar, what's your character token doing up there?
He told me I was there in support.
Not at the
Not
door,
that close
you
to the
freak.
door. You're getting ready if anything happens to rush in.
You're on
but
the other
not
side
gonna
of
be
the
at
street.
door.
Get out of there! Just randomly popping up like, eh. No, not there. You know what?
I'm looking for the back door.
How
There.
tall?
How about that?
How about-
Fallon, you're what, about
no.
6 foot?
Yeah, I'm 6 foot.
How high up is the roof?
It's about 10 feet.
I'm gonna tell him to stand still, and I'm gonna climb up Fallon to jump up onto the roof.
All right, so making
Why-
that.
I'm gonna kind of ask him, why are you trying to go to the roof?
Let's see if I can flush him out.
I have a way to flush him out.
What do you think?
Ashira and Dromzel are going to be causing a distraction in the front door. When I get the chance, I'm going to cast darkness at the back of the house, break a window, and then port myself in, and then flush him out.
I got a way that won't destroy the window.
If you can do away without destroying the window, I'm fine with that.
Get me up on the roof. Give me 5 minutes.
Okay.
All right.
Ashira and Dromzel are going to be making a distraction, just so you know.
They're doing
it's
it
gonna
now.
Start now.
So,
right.
Dromzel, you and Ashira come up to the door. Dromzel, who's going to knock on the door?
He can knock it both.
Okay.
Have you heard of our Lord and Savior, the Raven Queen?
All right, go ahead, Dromzel.
Well, I mean, since it's like, I want to make it convincing. I'm gonna do like I'm gonna consecrate the door. I mean, it's supposed to be a diseased place, so make it look like,
All right, so you do
pull
that.
out the holy water, the Benny past the dominoes.
Okay. You going to knock on the door?
Yes.
All right, you knock on the door. Hello.
Hello, I brought the clerk with us.
The clerk?
The clerk.
I don't need a clerk.
He's also a notary.
Ranger.
Say notary.
Really, while this is happening, can I pinpoint a little bit better where in the house she is?
Not
This
really.
voice
no.
is coming from if I'm listening?
No.
Okay.
All right, it's just like, I don't need a cloak.
I'm sorry, I meant we brought the healer.
Oh, really? Can he help me?
Entirely possible. Can we come in?
Okay.
Alright, well then.
All right.
So,
Try the door.
The door is unlocked. No one ever checked the door. Well, you did, but it was a 3, Finn, so you thought it was a beautiful door.
Yes. We can hear
Completely
her
forgot
telling
to
them to
turn the
come in,
doorknob.
right?
What's that?
We heard that we can hear all this, right? Because she's
Yeah.
kind of yelling through the door and everything.
Yeah.
So is Reed on the roof yet, or is he?
Oh,
Still
you guys
kind
need
of...
to do that now. So, Reed, make a athletics check to try to get to the roof.
Can I do acrobatics instead?
This is more athletics. You got to pull yourself up and stuff. I mean, acrobatics would be more like flipping and stuff like that. So,
I want to jump off his shoulders.
okay,
He's
with
6 foot.
disadvantage, you can use acrobatics.
It's still much better.
All right, use disadvantage.
22.
All right, you actually pull it off. He comes running up and does a flip and lands up on the roof.
Ninja halfling. I'm going to take my leather cloak off as I gently run over towards where that small chimney is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to put my leather cloak over the top of the chimney.
There's no smoke coming out of it, you notice.
Ah, well, shit. That doesn't do much then.
All right. Back to Drumsel and Ashira. You guys walk into the room. It's about there. And when you walk in, I assume you guys are walking in, right?
Yeah.
It's very dark in there except for a guttering candle on a back table, which you can barely make out, shedding light in a 5-foot radius. And that's all you can see at the moment. Make a perception check, both of you.
Okay.
Okay. I have dark.
I know. Make a perception check.
I'm looking for
Sure, you don't see it because you were outside and stuff, but Drum, as you walk in, it takes you a moment because your eyes, you go from being in a bright light because it's late afternoon.
Takes a minute to adjust.
It takes a minute to adjust, and there's a candle in there, and you guys focus on that, so it really messes up your vision. But you see movement all of a sudden as you see 4 kobolds coming right at you two, and that's where we're going to stop today's session.
Standing.
And that's where we're going to stop.
No.
Yeah.
Still early. It's still early.
Piss off, Finn. I'm pooped.
I have to try. Again, kobolds.
Can I not face the front of the house?
What's that?
Mark?
Can you do what now, hon?
Move back up to you.
Yeah. You can be wherever you were. I have no problem.
Yeah,
Here,
go
we'll
ahead.
put you right there. You were kind of there just waiting to see what happens. So.
Are you going to let me cast Hunter's Mark?
Not right now because the session's over. You'll have to wait till next week to see what happens. And I love leaving on cliffhangers.
Don't
Ranger,
worry,
just
Ashira
where
and
would
I
that
will
chimney
leave you
be?
at least one kobold.
Is
Right.
this a fireplace here?
Yep.
Daisy, last time we killed them all. Actually.
Like that?
I know, right?
Well, the problem is if you kill them, they might explode on you.
Well, more blood and guts.
Or explosion damage.
And that just means that Balin gets to go and take a bath with the old lady.
I mean...
Well, then we'll make sure they
This is-
explode all over him first, then. Because we know the old lady
Operation
likes
Get
him
Behind
hot.
Balin.
It's just, yeah.
Your fate has already been divined there, Balin.
So, all right. So that's where we're going to leave it there. Thank you, everybody in the chat.
Thank you guys for joining, all the people that gave subs and all of that. Appreciate all of you guys joining. Thank you guys so much. And hope you guys like this. I am going to be catching up our YouTube series with that. So make sure you guys do check that. I'm going to be hosting it. They're all there. They're still unlisted. I have to make the images and stuff because I've been updating some stuff. So those episodes 6, 7, and now 8 are going to be up on YouTube soon. So make sure you guys check that so you guys can catch up if you are behind. We'll get that going again. And yeah, thank you guys so much for joining.
Yep, big shout out to everybody in the game, and we'll be back next Saturday at 8 p.m. So if you want to check that out, please do, and we'll have this up on load on YouTube. We may try for another session tomorrow. I got a lot of work to do with Old Corinth there, so as soon as we wake up and I can get my exercises in and stuff, we may be working on the PC because I'm having a lot of problems with the PC. So we got some work ahead of us. So, but on behalf
All
of
that backdoor action.
yeah, it could be. So on behalf of myself and everybody here, have a great rest of your night, and we will see you next time. Peace out.